It all, this is a warning, you better avoid. Poets are paranoid, DJs destroy. Yes, I came back.
Yeah, come on. What? Come here.
Three times you did it again.
Hey, come on. Strawberry bit, I'm jamming. Hey, boy, hella trim might come through blaming. Post on the corner, you camping. Get bro like the post office, nigga, I stamp it. I get in the door, mill a nigga gon' slam it. Was talking, we almost caught him, damn it. Y'all want this on my cousin? We have his hand on his leg like the nigga was cramping. What? Boy, you not in it, so get out the way. I get this girl right now trying to give me some top, that gym might make my day. I'm not with all the lil boss, you better pray so high, don't hit your face. If you got a dream, don't be out here dissing, I might just turn into James already. Yeah, you know what it is, get right, get left. I already know that I got asthma, I'm on this beach trying to catch my breath. My bro looking like Chucky, he whack him, he with the murder, he not with the death. Stomping the mount on the bed like Pop, feeling like T-Baby, know I'm a stealth. Yeah, get low, yeah, get low, yeah, get low, yeah, get low. Yeah, get low, yeah, get low, yeah, get low, yeah, get low, yeah. She shaking that butt, I told her to get low, yeah. This girl won't fight, her last name Jackson, she got a fro, yeah. I will not drop my dot, can't let you tap my toe, yeah. Man, this tryna go to the top, know his career on go. What? Strawberry bit, I'm jamming. Hey, bro, hella trim might come through blaming. Post on the corner, you camping. Get bro like the post office, nigga, I stamp it. I get in the door, mill a nigga gon' slam it. Was talking, we almost caught him, damn it. Y'all want this on my cousin? We have his hand on his leg like the nigga was cramping. What? Boy, you not in it, so get out the way. I get this girl right now trying to give me some top, that gym might make my day. I'm not with all the lil boss, you better pray so high, don't hit your face. If you got a dream, don't be out here dissing, I might just turn into James already. Yeah, get low, 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 yeah, get low.
Oh my goodness. SGA. Woo! Today is a good day, and today is a bad day for you Kobe fans, for you D-Wade fans, for you Curry fans, because this guy, SGA, has completed one of the greatest seasons we ever seen in NBA history. This man, SGA, has won a scoring title, an MVP, won a Western Conference MVP, a Finals MVP, and a championship while averaging 36 and 5. He then did that while being the best player on a 68-win ball club that don't have any elite creators that can be able to bend the defense on the ball. And yet he led the Oklahoma City Thunder to a 68-win team, the youngest team in the NBA, who don't have a championship caliber coach. And he turned them into a championship caliber coach. He didn't have no Gasol. He didn't have no Shaq. He didn't have no LeBron. He didn't have other players on his team that could be able to bend the defense. He won a championship, led him to a 68-win ball club, who was historically one of the greatest teams ever. SGA has been a part of a team that is one of the historically great teams ever because his ability to be an elite level defender and his ability to floor raise an offense that was lacking those things. That's what we talk about impact. He led them niggas to a top 2 team in ever. Top 2 offense in the NBA, all led by SGA. He's better than Kobe. He's better than Kobe. He's better than Kobe. Shout out to Irvin K. He said, Mookie, before you begin, I would like to say thank you for a marvelous 2024 to 2025 season. Thank you, Rated R Sports, Steppers, Oklahoma City Thunder, SGA, J-Dub. Thank you, Mookie. Thank you, brother. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for just standing with us on playback. Even when our channel got suspended, you were still there with us. You were still watching with us. Shout out to all the supporters. But ladies and gentlemen, SGA just completed one of the greatest seasons ever. And he did that in the playoffs, having the more 30-point plus games, 5 to 6 games in the postseason, surpassing LeBron, surpassing Michael Jordan. So, yes, when we have a conversation with SGA at his peak 2025 SGA, one of the greatest scorers we ever seen, elite at the mid-range, elite at driving the ball to the basket, the versatility that he has, and he didn't have other guys that can require the gravity, the load that SGA has as a player. It's just so at a high level, bro. He is better than Kobe Bryant. He's better than D Wade. He's better than these other motherfuckers, bro. He's better than peak Steph Curry. SGA is better than peak Steph Curry, bro. He's better than peak Steph Curry because Steph Curry didn't have a championship. He didn't win a championship in the Finals MVP at his peak. I've been trying to tell y'all about SGA. I've been trying to tell y'all this motherfucker was elite. I've been trying to tell y'all he's the best player in the fucking world. And y'all niggas didn't fucking listen. Y'all niggas didn't fucking listen to me. But it's time for y'all to listen and recognize and realize. Make sure y'all smash the like button as you're coming in. SGA has surpassed Kobe. He's not better than Kobe all the time, but his peak is better than Kobe because Kobe was not a willing playmaker and passer than SGA. SGA dropped 12 assists in the finals. Playmaking masterclass tonight. Even though SGA didn't shoot the ball really well, his playmaking and the passing, being able to bend the defense, be able to create advantage when guys are loading to the nail, being able to split defenders, freeze the help defenders, and create open looks for his teammates. That's what we call elite level gravity. That's what we call elite level playmaking. That's elite basketball. Something that y'all niggas don't know about. He's one of the better shot blocking guards in the NBA. He's one of the lethal scorers in the NBA. He's did it. He's the best player in the world. He's over Kobe. Because Kobe was not willing like SGA. SGA has a better handle than Kobe. SGA is better than the mid-range than Kobe. And then when you look at from a playmaking and passing standpoint, he's a better playmaker than Kobe because he can make those willing passes and those willing reads. Chad, SGA has beaten Nikola Jokic. SGA has beaten fucking Anthony Edwards, and he has beaten a historically great Indiana Pacers team. SGA has came from getting traded by Los Angeles Clippers to have to sit there and let J-Dub develop, let Casey Wallace develop, let these other players develop, Lou Dort develop, all these other guys develop. SGA didn't go to the front office and sit there and say, he didn't pull LeBron, he didn't pull a KD and sit there and say, oh, well, trade me. I can't do this shit no more. He didn't do that. He stayed 10 toes down, and in the finals, he averaged 30, shoot 44%, 5 assists, 2 steals. Absolutely elite playmaking and advantage creation by SGA. This is one of the better seasons we ever seen in NBA history. SGA did it. He did it. All y'all niggas sat there and say he couldn't do it. He did it. He won a fucking championship. He did it. SGA did something that we have never seen since Michael Jordan. Since Shaq. This is a historical team. This is a historical player that we're looking at. SGA is already a top 5 shooting guard, small point guard already. Teams with 84 wins to win a championship, MJ Bulls, the SGA Thunder. He propelled them to be a historical team. A dominant season that was capped off in a championship. I want to give a shout out to Sam motherfucking Presti. He's seen SGA. He's seen what he can become. Not only that, he has set the Oklahoma City Thunder up to contend in the near future. Shout out to Sam Presti, the greatest executive VIP GM that we have in the league today. Just hate. That's all y'all doing is hating. All y'all doing in the chat is hating. You're mad because SGA had a seat. Kobe never won a championship. Kobe never won a finals MVP. Kobe never won a scoring title. Kobe never won a regular season MVP in the same season. Hey, Claude, your mama chewing my meat, nigga. She chewing my meat. I got my dick all down her throat. So shut up. Put your ass out of here. Shout out to SGA. You did something that was historically great. You did something that was historical. This is a historical. SGA is the best player in the world. He is the MVP. He's the best player in the world. He is the MVP. The best player in the world, the MVP. Congratulations, my brother. Congratulations to SGA. Congratulations. SGA has brought the Oklahoma City Thunder their first championship. Do you understand that, chat? Do you understand that SGA did something that PKD couldn't do? He did something that Pete Russ couldn't do. He did something that Gary Payton couldn't do. He did something that Paul George couldn't do. He did something that Carmelo Anthony couldn't do. He did something that Chris Paul couldn't do. And that's bring the Oklahoma City Thunder their first championship. He is the greatest Oklahoma City Thunder player of all time. SGA did it. SGA did it. He did it. Y'all sat there and called SGA a fraud. Y'all sat there and said SGA wasn't built for this. Y'all sat there and said SGA is not that. Y'all sat there and said SGA ain't built for this shit. He did it. He did it. He won a championship. He won a finals MVP. He did it, bro. He won it. He did it. There's nothing you can sit there and say about SGA. He did it. He won a championship. So anybody that has any criticism about this season, scoring champion, finals MVP, regular season MVP, championship, Western Conference MVP, scoring title. Shut up, nigga. He's better than Kobe because Kobe never had a season like this, and Kobe was not a willing passer like SGA. Fucking bullshit. I want to give a shout out to everybody, the Oklahoma City Thunder fans. Y'all got one in SGA and Oklahoma City Thunder. They're going to be the favorites to win a championship again next year. They're going to be the favorite to win a championship again next year. Shout out to SGA. Shout out to OKC. They did it. They won a championship. Was outstanding throughout the totality. Zelaya, the only fraud is you, bitch. I know more basketball than you, fuck nigga. I know more basketball than you. You don't know basketball. You can't mess with me. You don't know nothing about schemes, schematics, adjustments, counters. Let me drop this link because I want smoke with every fucking Kobe fan. If you're a Kobe fan, click the link and defend your man's honor. If you come in here and defend Kobe and cook me, I would take back my take. But SGA season is better than Kobe Bryant. It is. Willing playmaker, willing passer, willing advantage creator. I've been trying to tell y'all. He did it. This is one of the greatest seasons we ever seen. Shout out to Shay. Shay did it. What can they say? What can they say about SGA? What can they say about SGA, bro? Shay was better in the finals than KD. He won his team a championship. Did something that KD could never do. But let me go to a deep and detailed thing. Let me go in deep and detail. Right? SGA chat won an NBA champion, Finals MVP, Western Conference MVP, first seed, 50, 40, 90, 30-point games, the most 50, 40, 30-point games, first in plus minus, second in steals. This was a historically great. Okay, what SGA did was outstanding. Was outstanding. Shout out to Agent. He said, we're celebrating here tonight in OKC. So does this one title make KD title look hollow? SGA brought a title to OKC just in a few years. KD didn't. This championship mean more than anything that KD got. Steve's Flies, what up? Oh, that's what I thought. You scary. That's what I thought. When you step in here, bro, be bold enough to come and cook me, nigga. Be bold. Be bold. But man, just give a shout out to what SGA's did. Just nothing but historical. Nothing but historical, bro. He's in the conversations. He's in GOAT conversations. When you did a season like this, come on, bro. Those are GOAT level conversations, bro. When you did something like this, those are GOAT tiers. Sean, what up, brother?
What's good, Mookie?
What's good?
Salute to SGA on winning his first title and have a glorious season. But man, you gonna OD with this Kobe thing, man. It's almost near trolling, man.
Hold on. Has Kobe ever had a season like SGA? Huh?
No.
Okay, then. So how's that going overboard? I didn't say SGA is better than Kobe all the time. I said SGA's peak is over Kobe.
Like peak as in what? As a season or in a few seasons?
As a season.
Okay. All right. As a season?
Yes.
Yeah.
You agree? You agree?
However.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, nigga.
However, he's not in that. As far as competition, come on, man. Kobe
SGA had to be a three-time MVP in Nikola Jokic. He had to be Anthony Edwards, who's one of the top 10 players in the league against that elite level defense, and then be a historically great offense in the Indiana Pacers. Stop it, bro.
Nah, man, he face better competition than that, man. I'm just keeping it 100, and also the rules and even the way the format is. Like, come on, man,
What?
it's two different things. I mean, I salute him for having this
The
season. This
locals.
season is historic. I mean, this is this. I'm not trying to downgrade
SGA
his
is
season.
playing in the era that modern defenses is more advanced. SGA literally in this
Okay,
playoff
come on,
season,
man. Modern defense is more
SGA,
advanced. That's
SGA
bullshit,
in the postseason this year had to see advanced defensive coverage. They were playing 2-3 zone on him. They were playing a boxing one against him. They were basically hedging high on ball screens, forcing him to make those extra reads. They were literally double. They changed their pickup point on him. They just ran a lot of advanced coverages on SGA, and he had to adjust and find the answer to that. So give a shout out to SGA. He's one of the historically great players. Now, Sean, it seems like you're not debunking my talking points, so I'm going to move on. Mr. Moss, what up, bro?
I am debugging. I am debugging. I'm just waiting
Salute,
for
fellas. Salute, fellas. OKC got it done, bro. Mission complete.
Yes.
They've been the best team all year long. They've backed it up, and mission's complete. I don't want to hear anything about an injury. Things happen, and they got it done. You know, there was points in today's game where I was a little nervous because OKC just kept doing dumb shit, but they settled in the second half, and they got it done. And
Moss, you know our bet is off. Halliburton got hurt, bro.
I knew Mookie was gonna say that dumb shit. Now listen, if he didn't want to pay me, I ain't tripping. I mean, I would have paid, but
Halliburton got hurt, nigga. If SGA got hurt and I would not pay you, bro.
We don't listen. I ain't worried about $100, man. But we gotta negotiate these things before. I mean, it went 7.
That's how we roll, Moss.
Mookie, I just said, bro.
Stop it. Now you
I just said, bro. I ain't tripping over $100, man.
Moss, come on, bro. You know all injuries through the bet is all, bro. You know that shit. We did this before.
It's all good, bro. Damn, my bad. My dog down there.
Kobe. SGA is over. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm not touching that, bro. I'm not gonna disrespect Kobe like that.
How? Hold on. You think it's disrespectful, Moss?
Yeah, I do.
How would Kobe has never had a season like that?
I don't judge it like that, bro. I don't judge it like that, man. I don't look at basketball like that.
Okay, Moss.
Different era, different rules, different players, different everything, bro.
A finals MVP, Moss, a championship, and he was the best player on a 68-win ball club.
I don't judge it like that, bro. Different times.
He didn't have a
times, buddy.
Pau Gasol. What we
different times, different rules, different players, different responsibilities, everything.
Bro,
can we enjoy SGA for what he is, bro, and just enjoy him instead of putting him against all-time great players?
Bro, this is one of the all-time great seasons. We have to praise the nigga because if SGA would have lost tonight, we'd be cooking this nigga.
Listen, I'm going to praise him, and I'm going to praise him in his rightfully manner. He had an awesome season. He had an all-time great season.
My point is, you keep on having this nostalgia bias and keep on thinking just because what players do in this era, they can't surpass the older players, Moss. They can.
Well, listen, of course he can pass older players, but until he passed them, then I'll cross that bridge when he gets there. He ain't passed him yet.
SGA is a more complete version of Kobe because
no, he's not. No, he ain't, bro. No, he ain't.
Much more of a willing.
It's not even close. It's not even close, bro. I'm gonna give SGA his credit, bro. He played great.
Why does SGA has the most games?
I don't care about those type of things, bro. Those things. That's not how I look.
Yeah, you don't care about it, Moss. It's right.
That's not how I judge it, bro.
You ain't supposed to do it, Moss. You tell me he's not supposed to get paid for this shit.
I don't look at basketball like that, bro. I don't.
Hold on. What do you look at? Hold on. You just sit there and not give me any facts. Like, bro.
I don't listen, bro. SGA's playing.
Hold on. I'm not saying SGA is better than Kobe all time. I'm saying this peak season, Kobe never had a season like that, bro.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I'm asking you, can y'all tell me any season that Kobe had better than this SGA? Name me one. Name me when he has elevated a team that didn't have no great creators, that led him to a 68-win team, that fucking got them He won a scoring MVP, a Finals MVP, a Western Conference MVP. Had the more 30, 40-point games in the league while shooting 50-40. Right? Name me a season like
Nah,
that.
he shot 44% from the field in the finals. So right below league average. But keep going.
You said what?
He shot below 45% from the field in the finals.
Hold
Below
on.
league average.
Name me a time when Kobe throughout most of Kobe's finals, he shot below 50% from the finals.
I'm not arguing that.
Okay, so what you bring?
I'm not arguing that.
What you bringing up SGA shit for, bro?
Because you brought up him being efficient and shot 50%. I'm saying he dipped in the finals. He dipped in the finals, and he had a
average. Hold on, Maz. How he dipped when he literally averaged? Let me pull it up. When he literally averaged 35 and 2. What are you talking about, Maz?
Mookie,
He averaged 35 with 2 steals. What are you talking about? Dip. Where's the dip at? He still averaged 30.
No, because he averaged more in the regular season and he shot better in the regular season. That's why he did.
Oh, if you want to go off of that, then Kobe dipped every year.
Right. So Mookie, that's my point.
Bro,
that's why I don't look at. That's why I just don't look at numbers.
Naturally, you're going to drop off in the playoffs. Yes, SGA did drop off because it's going to be very, very hard for someone to contain that accuracy that you had in the regular season.
So can I say SGA had a great finals and praise him for what it is instead of comparing him to Kobe Bryant? Like, I mean, we can't do that.
But you compare him to LeBron, though.
No, I do not. You do. I don't.
No, you do. No, you say that SGA is better than 2013 LeBron.
I think he is. Okay,
then. So a LeBron fan can say the same shit that you're doing.
But I don't think that Kobe Bryant. Listen, okay, but I don't think that he's better than Kobe Bryant because I think Kobe's better than LeBron James. That's why. That's all. Bro, he had a great season, man.
You funny.
And when you say peak, like, can he at least back it up and do it again next year? I mean,
we got SGA's teammate, his big bro, Jason. He plays basketball overseas. Jason, what's your last name? Jatobo. We got Jason Jatobo in here, chat. I want your thoughts on SGA's season. We talked before the shit came.
What up, bro?
I want your thoughts on SGA's season. Sir. Your thoughts on how the finals played out, and was you nervous? And just give me your thoughts, bro. Somebody said, hold on. Somebody say he never played with SGA. Yes, he played with SGA in high school, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, I want your thoughts on SGA's season. Give me your thoughts on how great his season was. What's your thoughts on the finals? We talked before the finals started. Just give me your thoughts, what you thought about SGA, where you rank this season, this historically great season among the all-time great players. What's your thoughts on this, man?
What's good with y'all boys?
What's good?
Salute, sir.
I feel like we all just witnessed one of the greatest seasons in general that any basketball player has ever played. The things that he accomplished is something that I feel like we shouldn't just brush off. Like, he did something that we haven't seen since LeBron. And as a guard season, I think this is this has to be a top 5 guard season ever.
It is.
Hold on, bro.
Based off his points, what he was able to do, the way he was able to lead this team. That's how I feel.
Bro, but you can't just say, I mean, what's your name again, big dog?
Jason.
Oh, what's up, Jason, man? This is Moss, man. I think we had a pretty decent conversation last time.
Yeah,
what do you mean
Jason.
SGA is the first player to do it since LeBron? Like, when did LeBron James have a season like this? Because you just said that. So what season were you referring to where he was league MVP, led the league in scoring, finals MVP, and won a championship, bro? Because you just said that. So when did LeBron do that?
The year that he almost went perfect.
What year?
With winning every award.
What year?
Yeah, 2012. 2013.
Lead the league
when he wore his he didn't lead the league in scoring, but he won MVP and finals MVP. And almost won defensive player of the year.
But that's not what hold on, bro. He wasn't defensive player of the year, and he wasn't the league leading scorer. And so he didn't do what SGA did. So we don't do he almost like he didn't do that, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Jason, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Jason. Okay, go ahead.
So you trying to say LeBron's season is not as impressive as SGA's?
No, because Jason, I mean, how impressive is it when you're playing with Wade and Bosh compared to who SGA played with? Not to mention, SGA's teammates missed half the season. Chet missed damn near 40 games. Caruso missed games, and so LeBron had 8. LeBron had Wade and Bosh the whole season, and 2 top 10 players, and top 5 in PER, like all-star type players. Now, I mean, I know J-Dub made the all-star team, but he missed some time as well, and so you're comparing apples and oranges, bro. Like, who had a tougher road, SGA or LeBron James? Like, this isn't even a discussion. But all right, man. I mean, I ain't trying to get into all that, but I just had to just say that because we can't.
For sure, I feel you, but I'm not trying to say.
So if you feel me, then that means that you know
LeBron's
that you
season
made
is
that up.
better. I'm just trying to say this season is as we should look at it as highly as we look at LeBron's season when he won Finals MVP and MVP. I feel like what he was able to do this year is historic.
But the only historic season who's done this would be the GOAT, and that would be Michael Jeffrey Jordan, who did it, I believe, 4 times. So why would you say compare it to LeBron when there's a guy to compare it to, which is Michael Jordan? Why would you skip over MJ and go right to LeBron when LeBron didn't do this? MJ did this.
Damn.
So where would y'all rank Shea's season?
All-time great season, bro. I mean, probably top 2 or 3.
Among top 2, top 3.
Yeah,
it's up there, bro.
Ever, like guards, players in general.
Yeah,
I rank it top 6, top 5,
top 6. So you got
top 2 or 3.
Bro, he's won a scoring title, an MVP, a Finals MVP. Like he's did bro. And the crazy thing about it, as much as y'all sit there and praise Jokic ain't never did no shit like this, bro.
Mookie, you grazing SGA just like the way that Scab Attack glazed Jokic, man. Like, let's stop that.
Why you worried about Scab Attack, nigga? Why you on that nigga dick, bro?
I'm not on that. I'm not on no one's dick, but
no. Why you on his dick? Why you worried about that nigga, bro? Why you worried about him? Why?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Why you bringing up this nigga name, bro? Like, why you talk about how that nigga made? That's girl shit.
I'm not doing no girl shit at all.
Get your bitch ass out of here. You're a girl. Get out of here, nigga. Now, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, Jason.
He made a point though. Like, I feel like without Shane was able to win without Chet, without Jalen Williams, without half the players for most of the season, and he was still able to win 68 games because everybody knew if Shea was on the floor, they were going to win the game. And I feel like that impact that he has on the floor is more than just his scoring, just his presence alone. He's able to impact the game in a way that nobody else in the league can impact it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I agree.
I said that this season, and it's no offense to Kobe, but his season is better than anybody. The only season I said that is better, maybe Jordan, maybe some of Kareem's seasons or Shaq's season, but SGA has one of the top 3 to 4 season in talking about terms of individual accomplishments and be able to elevate a team.
Right.
Sitting there saying that his season is better than Kobe. It's not me saying he's better than Kobe. I think Kobe is a better basketball player than SGA. But I'm sitting there saying that the season that this nigga had is better than Kobe's. There's nothing you can sit there and deny. You can't deny it. SGA did what he did. And all y'all niggas just want to sit there and help. Mom, did I not tell you that OKC was going to win the championship, bro? Did I not tell you that SGA the best player in the league, Mom? Did I not say it all year long?
For sure.
No, Mookie been screaming that all year long. Yeah, he been screaming that.
I have to, bro. I had to.
So it's like
he been screaming that.
It's like say you don't win a championship, and I said the Celtics gonna win the championship, and I see the SGA to win the championship. I mean, I like how my predictions is going in basketball. See, when you know basketball like me, bro, and you understand what teams gonna win, momentum, what teams they're gonna, play at that level that you want them to play at. Yeah, man, they're gonna reach those accomplishments, bro. And just shout out to the Thunder.
And the more I think about it, Shea really had a flawless season because there's nothing else he could have done any better. Like he did everything he could do to the best of his abilities.
Right.
And he was able to lead the team over the
finals. So y'all niggas can't sit there and say, well, he was ass in the finals. No, he was the best player in the finals. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did, Mars.
Well, this finals is a good example of why we shouldn't just look at efficiency, because he dropped efficient-wise, but he was still impactful in their wins. And so I agree. I mean, everything he was asked to do this season, he did it. And at times he made it look easy. And he had ups and downs, injuries. He had, I think, two 7-game series. He showed up in both game sevens. Obviously tonight, he was amazing tonight. Excuse me. I agree, Jason. Everything he was asked to do, a flawless season. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, right? When you stack him up versus other individual seasons. And so we're going to praise him, Jason. My only pushback to Mookie was that I care about era. I care about, competition. And I care about, who you go up against, rule changes, etc. And so in today's league, bro, it's different. It's different, bro. What?
If you care about era, why say SGA is better than LeBron?
Well, because 2013 until now, the NBA hasn't really changed like that. I mean, I'm talking about, when Kobe was, because you compare Kobe, and we all know that Kobe played in a much difficult era. Much more competition. Rules were just different. Now it's an open highway lane to the basket. I mean, things are different. I mean, I'm not trying to nitpick, and I'm not trying to complain, but listen, bro. I mean, he got it done. So I mean, listen. Forget what. Listen, bro. I'm not here to talk about the negativity shit, bro. He got it done, right? SGA got it done. This is arguably a top 2, 3, 4, 5 best season of all time when you factor in all the accomplishments and the ultimate goal. And so I'm never going to bring up those things
players
ever again,
bro. Player wise,
yes,
yeah, individual.
Because I heard guard earlier. Now it's player.
No, they saying player overall. I guess.
I mean, Lord Rand. I mean, name us a player who had this type of season, bro.
Mookie said guard first.
Nah, players, bro. Players. MVP, leading scorer, fountain.
Well, you changed it then.
No. I didn't change it. I mean, Mookie probably said I said player.
I mean, what does it matter? Players, guard, it don't matter. Whoever. Just he had a great season.
He had an elite season. He had one of the historically great seasons
we ever seen. I give credit where credit is due. He did.
Bro. Great. Niggas like Lord Rand would just continue just to hate on this nigga. He's the face of the league.
I'm not hating on him. Nigga, answer the question. Got get out this nigga's dick, bro. I'm just asking a question.
Bitch, you on Jokic's fucking.
Are you serious, bro?
You on Jokic 4-7.
Yeah, nigga.
Have Jokic had a better season than him?
On a game 7.
Yeah. He did.
So Jokic done had a better season than him.
All right, cool. Whose playoff run was better when they won the championship? SGA's or Jokic's?
SGA.
Man, stop it, nigga.
SGA was, bro.
Jokic is the only player ever to.
SGA.
Jokic is only.
Can you fix your mic? You got cracking noise in your shit. Can you fix your mic, bro? You come in here with these cheap ass mics. Can you fix that shit, bro?
Yeah, you got some static.
Are you down bad, bro? Now, what you said, Mars?
It's SGA, bro. I mean, I'm not sure what Laura Wren is talking about, but it's SGA.
Right.
SGA. He did. What the hell? Right. I mean, you can't deny what he did, bro. You can't deny what he did. He did what he did. Like Mook said earlier, he did what he did.
In the level of elevation that he did,
right?
Doing that, players that are not needle benders like that. He did it, bro. You got to call it what it is, bro. You have to call it what it is.
The Nuggets go as Jamal Murray goes, bro. When he plays well, they win.
Right.
When SGA plays well, they win.
But finish up. What's your thoughts on the finals and how you think SGA played? What's your thoughts on it?
You asking me, Mook?
I'm asking Jay. Jay, you there?
What you say? Yeah.
I said, what's your thoughts on how SGA played in the finals? What's your thoughts on the series? And what's your thoughts on it, man?
I think he played great in the finals. I think he was able to pick his spots and also use his gravity to get people open and make the right play. His ability to not lose the ball, I feel like is very underrated. So he's able to get wherever he wants to get to on the floor and make plays for him there. I feel like this is the best I've ever seen anybody guard Shea, like game plan against Shea, and he was still able to average 30 points in a series. So I don't know how you stop him going forward. And I feel like they had to earn this ring. It wasn't just like the Pacers came to play, so they had Thunder had to throw everything they had to get this dub. And I feel like
You expect this to go 7 games?
hell no. I thought the Thunder was gonna win in 5.
I'm thinking, bro. I'm thinking.
What do y'all give credence to what's the name getting injured or no?
No, I don't.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't, because it was really gonna be the same outcome, but it's hard to say now because obviously Tyrese was on. He looked like he was about to drop like 35, but I think OKC was gonna cut that water off and they was gonna win regardless. But it sucks how it happened though.
Yeah, I hope he'll be all right, man. He tore his Achilles. I hope he'll be all right.
Sneed, what you got on SGA's having one of the better seasons? What's your thoughts on it, brother?
It's a great achievement. He was fantastic all season long. Got the league MVP. Played an incredible brand of basketball with a fantastic team. Extreme belief in himself. Extreme belief in the philosophy of the team. His defense in the finals was amazing. His fourth quarter defense was even better if you just look at it under a microscope, like during that quarter. He had huge fourth quarters in the series. He really only had one bad game where he had the 8 turnovers where he just wasn't.
You talking about game 6?
Right? Yeah, he looked very human, right? Like, but that happens sometimes. And it's a 7-game series, and he was the reason they won the championship. And he capped off an incredible season. I do think that there are some great seasons that you could compare to. I don't know which ones are better. You can line them up and compare them if you want. But like Hakeem in 93-94, he was defensive player of the year. 93-94, I'm going to say, because second defensive player of the year award.
Did Hakeem win a championship?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you the accomplishments.
He did. He won a scoring title. He won a scoring title.
He didn't win a scoring title, but he won a championship.
Here's what he did.
Season is better.
Okay, that's fine. So
No, it's not.
Bro,
Yes,
let
it
me
is.
finish, bro. I just got on here. So he won his second defensive player of the year. He won his first MVP that season. He got the finals MVP in the NBA championship. I would compare that to what SGA did.
Okay,
And he was first team on NBA on offense and defense.
You can compare all you want to, but SGA still had a better season because
No, he didn't have, bro.
Because
And then he swept
SGA
Shaq. And then he swept Shaq in the NBA finals. Or no, that was the year.
He had a better team than Shaq.
No, that was 95 when he swept.
Yeah,
Shaq.
that was the year he beat Patrick Ewing in 7.
Yeah.
They didn't have the better team than Orlando.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
All his role players was much more efficient, and he had guys that was consistent players. So
you talking about 94 and 95?
Did Hakeem make first team All NBA and on offense and defense?
Can you fix your mic? You got choppy noise mic. What's wrong with your mic, bro?
I changed my earbuds.
So Mook, SGA season better than all the Jordan seasons that he did that in?
No. I think it's better than one of the later year part of Jordan's career, of 3 peaks when Jordan declined athletically, but the early years, no. But like I said there, said
still better.
Like I said there, said SGA is the best player in the world, and his season is better than Kobe's. Any peak level season that you can go with Kobe. What do y'all think Kobe's best season was?
Kobe only got one league MVP.
2009. 2009.
Oh, you said 2009. Did Kobe win MVP in 2009?
No. LeBron did. LeBron did.
Okay, so my point is sitting there said SGA's season was better than that Kobe 09 season because the level of the elevation that SGA did was extremely high. You know what I'm saying? So just give credit to what credit's due, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
What about Shaq in 2000? His season was better than Shaq in 2000?
No, 2000.
No.
Was he better than 2015 Curry?
Yes, it was better than Curry. Yes.
Nah, see, Curry, when Curry
Shit.
won unanimous
I
MVP,
don't
he
know.
lost.
No,
He
that
lost
was
that
Curry,
2016.
Curry,
That was
Curry was not
2016.
good in the playoffs. And SGA was better than Curry in the playoffs.
Well, what about Shaq though?
No, I said Shaq was better.
Shaq, okay.
2000
So the only two.
over Shaq. That's the only. And Jordan's, those the ones where I'm like, okay.
What about
The
Kareem?
first,
What about that?
the
What
first
year that
MVP
was?
Jordan was better. Hakeem was better. That Shaq season was better.
He's not better.
What
Yes,
about that
he is,
Kareem? What
bro.
about that
He's
He's
Kareem
not
the
season?
better.
I think that was
He did not win
he's the
scoring
only
title
player,
that year.
that was
He wins
bro.
scoring title
Okay,
that year.
he's the only player ever.
Plus
He's the only player ever to win the MVP,
better playmaker,
Defensive Player of the
better
Year, and Finals MVP, bro.
SGA was a better playmaker and a better passer, bro, than this guy. He was.
Again, but Akeem is the only player ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. That's never happened before
It's a
or
unique,
since.
it's a unique achievement.
Yeah, but SGA is the
Yeah,
first.
exactly.
But SGA,
And he was better in the finals.
Oh, he was amazing in the finals.
SGA has the most 30-point games and 5 or 6 in the postseason, and he only played in the league for like 7 8 years, more than LeBron James and Michael Jordan. SGA was a more better playmaker and a better passer than Hakeem Olajuwon, while also being a better scorer. That's why
Hakeem
he
averaged 4 blocks a game, bro. 4 blocks a game.
He's a big. He's supposed to average.
Nobody else averaging 4 blocks a game.
Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing.
SGA averaged more. SGA averaged more points. The scalability. He was more scalable than Hakeem. Hakeem was a black hole offense.
Oh my god.
A black hole.
Yeah, he
this
was a black
nigga's tripping, bro.
Nah, Hakeem wasn't no black. I don't agree with the black hole.
Hey, bro,
I don't agree
you
with the
do
black
know-
hole thing. No, I don't agree
hold
with
on,
that. That's
hold
a
on.
lie.
You do know New York overall should have won that series. They had the better overall team, bro. And Hakeem won that series.
Yeah, I don't agree with the black hole thing. That's just false.
SGA is like the biggest overwhelming favorite. Their team, like in the last 20 seasons, bro, in the finals.
I don't care about Vegas odds.
It don't matter. But his team was.
I don't care about Vegas.
His team was better.
I don't try to make a narrative off of Vegas odds like you do, Lord Rand.
His team was better.
No, it wasn't.
Well, apparently in Vegas they know what they're doing because they know how to bet. Because usually when they bet right.
Rand, can you fix your shit, bro?
So
I just fixed it, bro. Give me a second.
So Mook. So he all his season. So SGA season is better than all the Kareem season too.
Which ones? What Kareem said? What Kareem?
I don't know the exact years, but I have to go back and look at them. But
yeah, the year he won the scoring title.
I have to go back and look at it.
You could give it to Kareem, but I just think that he's just a much better playmaker than the Hakeem. So
Kareem, not Hakeem.
And Kareem's a way better scorer.
He said who's a better scorer?
He said
Kareem is a better scorer.
Better scorer.
It depends what year you're talking about.
I can't remember what year it was. I got to go back and look at it.
Bro, Michael Jordan has more scoring titles and championships than the history of the league. SGA just made it 5. SGA just made it 5. He just made it 5.
SGA has submitted himself. When we talk about when people talk about 2025 SGA, the level of this, bro, is just unbelievable. The level that he reached was just unbelievable, bro.
I mean, he had a great season. I can't take that away.
Did he have all-time great finals?
It's an all-time great season.
He did.
Did he have all-time great finals?
He had an all-time great season.
Yes,
he did. Won 68 games.
He had a great finals, but I wouldn't say all-time great.
He had a great finals. He was absolutely.
I mean,
he
wait
did.
a minute, though, now. Don't you bash Kobe for that game 7 that he had? SGA had a similar game 7.
Yeah, but Kobe
wasn't shot bad. His percentages was bad.
His game 6 was worse.
Had about a similar game 7.
His game 6 was actually worse.
But hold on, but Kobe wasn't playmaking and passing, bro.
But he had 15 rebounds though.
Yeah, but the Lakers needed those rebounds.
Hold on. Kobe didn't play make?
No, he had 2 assists that game.
No, he didn't. That's a lie. He had 5 assists. That's a lie.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He had 23 points. He had 23 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks. You a liar.
You're wrong.
You know, Kobe in 2009 finals had 4 games.
I'm not talking about 2009 finals.
2010
Game 7. I'm talking about
Kobe's
2010 Game 7. Kobe had 23 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks.
Kobe had
right, but
2.
2009. But we all said Kobe's best season was 2009.
Yeah.
No, but that's not the argument of the argument. He was comparing Minga just brought up Game 7.
Oh,
Yeah, the Game 7.
Oh,
The Game 7.
I
Yeah,
said
that
the
was
reason
2010.
Yeah, and I sat there and said that Kobe wasn't playmaking in that Game 7. He only had 2 assists.
He had 5 assists.
No, he did. He had 2
Yes,
assists.
he did. Go look it up, Mookie. He had 5 assists and 4 blocks.
How much you want to bet? How much
You
you want
ain't got that. I'm telling you, he had 5 assists and 4
to? No,
blocks.
he did not. He had 2 assists.
He had 5 assists.
No, he didn't. He had 2 assists, 0 blocks.
Okay, Mook. Now go look it up.
And he shot 25% from the fucking field.
Now go look. Go look. Go look it up.
Yeah, you're wrong, Mingler, you're wrong. Mingler, you're wrong.
Go look it up.
We looked it up. 2 assists.
We did.
What year y'all looking at?
2010, dummy.
2010.
Man, somebody capping. Y'all capping.
How are we capping when we
No,
looking it up,
just look yourself.
We know how to read, bro. We know how to read, bro.
Y'all capping. Y'all capping.
How we're capping when we literally looking up for you? I hate when niggas get proved wrong and then you want to sit there and say, "Oh, y'all capping."
Yeah, he was 23. He was 23, 15, 2 assists.
Right. He only had 2 assists. He wasn't playmaking or getting other guys involved. He was shot chucking.
0 for 6 from 3, 15 rebounds.
I mean, you can say the same thing for SGA because he took more shots than Kobe.
He had 12 assists tonight. I can't say the same thing.
He shot more shots, bro.
Yeah, but he was shooting shots that was getting left open because his ability to bend the defense. He was just missing easy shots.
Oh my god, bro! How you miss easy shots if he shot 44% for the series, bro?
I don't go off for raw field goal percentage. That's all about.
Oh my god!
Can you tell me
Okay, bro.
Can you tell me SGA's true shooting percentage?
Well, the stats haven't updated yet, so I can't tell you his true shooting percentage.
Hey, Ray, can you fix your mic, bro? Your mic is fucking up the stream. It sounds choppy.
All right, bro. Let me change my for third shit. 1 second.
Okay.
Ooh, can I add something?
SGA's true shooting percentage. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. SGA's true shooting percentage was 64%. That's sufficient. 64% true shooting percentage. I don't give a fuck about raw efficiency.
In the finals, there's no way he shot that.
I'm looking at it right now. 64% shooting.
So then that means he has the highest true shooting for a Finals MVP in NBA history. He passed Kawhi and Jokic. Is that what you're saying?
Yo, Ren, your mic is bad, bro. Pop out and come back in.
Yeah, come on, come back in, bro.
What is shot chucking though? Like, it's the finals. Like
indiscriminate shot chucking, just shooting it without looking, caring, giving a damn about your
or getting other
options. Yeah.
Have you ever shot before in the league before, Jay?
Nah, but it's sometimes you got to shoot the ball more than you got to shoot it over the defense coverage. Like you got to get it up because you can't.
What is
a possession without getting a shot?
What if they loading up on a strong side and like the weak side, you got a man open? You just gonna still shoot over 2 defenders?
Nah, but you got to make the right read. But sometimes you shooting that shot is the right read. You can't let the defense coverage win because that's what it's designed to do. They want you to pass that shot.
But letting the defense coverage win is shooting it over 2-3 niggas and not.
Sometimes you got to do it if you can't open it. Like you not go if Kevin Durant shoots that same shot. It's not the same.
That's bad playmaking. That's bad playmaking.
It's not bad playmaking.
It's on the strong side. They loaded up. They're forcing him to make that skip read in the on the weak side, and he doesn't make that read. You're letting the defense win because they're designing.
You expect him to make that read every single time he comes down the floor because that's what the defense shows.
That's a different question. You asked me as I'm expecting. No, I'm not expecting because I don't think KD's a great playmaker.
When I was watching the NBA Finals in 2010, Jay, and I was watching those games, I never really thought to myself, Kobe needs to stop shooting and someone else should.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. You know what I mean?
No, that's not what. Hold on, talking about. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying Kobe stopped shooting.
Well, no,
We're
that's what Jay was. No, that's what Jay was saying. Jay was
saying
saying
That's kind of
the other option is somebody else.
load up on the nail, and Kobe gets the ball.
Damn, Kobe had 11 rebounds in Game 6.
They're loading up on the nail. They're taking away. They're digging to the gap, and they're basically shrinking the floor on Kobe. Right? Kobe has to make that read to make the defense pay for what they're doing. You see what I'm saying, bro?
I understand what you're saying, but you can't make that play every time. That's what I'm saying.
I think it should be good enough.
You like that? You gotta make that read until it forces.
Yeah, that
Okay,
now,
now time 10 is just not working because it's leading to a Derek Fisher 3 every single time.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that works into the defense favor. You have to be.
No, it does not.
That was that game.
Because if you're gonna pass the ball every time, they know where they were playing.
What works into a defensive player if you shoot over 3 niggas? That works to their favor because now you're forced into not quality looks, quality shots. You're forcing them. The defense is forcing you to not non-quality looks for your.
I hear what you're saying, but the goal of the game is to get a bucket. So if you think you should,
you get the bucket, but the goal of the game is being able to process the defense, be able.
We're talking about the best guards to ever play the game. We're not talking about no regular nigga. Like we're talking about Kobe, Shay's. Like this is what they do. They shoot that at a 50.
Yeah, but that's why I'm sitting there saying, if Shay see a nigga loaded up on him on a nail, and he's in an advantage state where he gets 2 feet in the paint, they're loading up on him on a nail. He's making that pass to Lou Dort on the right wing. That defense,
most of the time,
defense get 2 in the paint in an advantage state, right? Boom, like that. Bro. I got off of Basketball Reference.
Hey, Mook, you remember the end of game 1 when SGA gave up the ball to J-Dub?
Yeah.
5 assists.
The Thunder lost that game.
5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 21 points.
Hold on, what did you say?
At the end of game 1, SGA gave up the ball to J-Dub. He missed the shot, didn't get any points. I don't know if he turned it over or missed it, but he probably should have looked to get the shot off and make the bucket himself.
No, because that's the play where they were loading up on that shit.
Dang, Kobe ball in game 1.
They're gonna load up on SGA every single time he's down the floor.
SGA has to react. SGA has to he has to bend the defense. Hey, bro, SGA has to go before the defense, being able to be set. That's why when he plays quicker, they're hedging up high on ball screens. The low man was basically stunning to the roller and leaving the weak side open. SGA adjusted by reacting quick. They sometimes use him as a screener, which was getting every open bucket in the end of game 4. Indiana adjusted by, like I said, we're not switching screens, which allowed J-Dub to go off in game 5 because he was getting a lot of downhill attacks. Game 6 was a terrible game by SGA. Like, if y'all look at a game, how SGA was terrible, like, he was literally doing what y'all wanted to do. Shoot over 2 niggas, not finding open reads, just stalling out offensively.
Well, game 6 was turnovers. It was 8 turnovers.
It was not just turnovers. It was also just misreads by SGA, not processing the defense. Defensively, SGA had one of the worst games I've seen play in the game 6. But he made it up.
He just couldn't figure. I mean, he had a hard time dealing with when they were running a pick and roll, and Miles Turner he would hedge, and he couldn't split the.
Bro.
I fixed that shit, yo.
Nah, you might just need a new phone, bro.
Oh, my bad. What about now? Because I had it on ambient sound. My bad.
It's still got these choppy noise.
Check it out, dog.
But wait a minute, J-Dub had 40 points in game 6, ain't it?
Hey, I want y'all to let y'all know this trade has officially led to a championship, and as a Clipper fan, it sucks.
Nigga, for Paul George, nigga.
Hold on, put that back up there again. That's a lot of stuff. That man.
You telling me the Luka trade wasn't rigged, bro? Look at this shit, bro. For Paul George, nigga.
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff.
Sad, bro.
I didn't know they gave up that much for Paul George.
Bro, there's like 4 GMs in the NBA that are just running laps around the rest of the league. They're just taking everything.
Mm-hmm. Sam Preston is one of them.
Thunder is one of them. Yeah, they're just taking everything from these trash
Preston
GMs.
solidified his legacy with this one. He just needed this stamp, and he just finally got it.
There's like 3-4 GMs that are worth a damn in this league. The rest of them are just giving up picks.
So what does that put him at?
Sam Presti?
No. I'm talking about SGA. What does this season put him at?
Are we talking about this season or him
as a Thunder player?
No, as an overall player, where does this season put him at?
I think he's a top 5 point guard already. That's what I think.
Okay.
All time?
Like all time?
No, not all time. No. I'm talking about right now.
Oh, right now he's the best player.
Man, he's number 1.
Oh, okay. All time. Nah, he got a lot more work to do for us all time. I ain't talking about all time. Hey, this season is great, but he got some more.
Why, if he has done more in less time, why does he have to do more than the other niggas that haven't even done that yet?
Hold on, wait a minute. So we talking about all time?
Yeah, I'm talking about all time right now.
So who is he better than all time? After this season, who is he better than all time?
He's not better than he's not greater than Magic. He's not greater than Curry.
Yeah, he's not greater than Magic and Curry, but I feel like everybody.
He's better than Stockton. He's better than.
He's not better than Isaiah Thomas yet.
He's greater than Isaiah.
Why is he not better than Isaiah Thomas?
I think just in time he's gonna be better than Zeke. Just not right now.
Yeah, he's not a greater player right now. He's not yet.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
like next year, a year, 2 years
If
from
he
now,
goes
you can
back to
start having
back.
that conversation.
Why does he have? Okay, my thing is, why does he have to do that?
Why do you have to
the
sustain
other point
greatness?
guards
I don't know, so you could be considered great.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say he doesn't win. He doesn't win a ring next year, but he does what he does this year. He averages 30. He averages. Wins the MVP. Would that put him over the top then?
Can I get a dominant? Can I get a dominant?
He's not gonna win the MVP next year.
Can I get a dominant 3, 4, 5 year span before we have these conversations?
Yeah, he's not winning. He's not winning MVP next year.
All NBA for 3 years straight. That don't count. That's not part of the.
No, it counts, but you just let the stretch play out. Everybody's in a hurry to put these people ahead. Like even some of the players that I coach tell me that Joker is this all-time great center because he is, but they want so badly to just push him in front of Kareem and push him in front of these guys that played a full career. Let his career play out before you do these things.
Yeah, we live in a microwave society, bro.
It's because they can't believe that somebody who played like 40 years ago was great. You know, they think that everything is just better today.
Yeah, we live in a microwave.
Players today have every advantage, bro. They have every advantage over players from the past, man. Training, nutrition, the courts are better, the technology's better, the balls are better, the shoe wear is better, everything, bro.
If SGA retires tomorrow, what are you gonna say about his career?
He's the first ballot Hall of Famer. That's it.
Hall of Famer.
That's what you're gonna say.
That's it.
Was Mookie arguing that Shea had a better season than Hakeem in 95?
No, 94.
94.
He didn't, bro. He's crazy. No, he did. He said he's better because he won the scoring title.
He said Hakeem was better.
No. He said Shea was better, but people have done what Shea has done. You know, about I think it's happened 11 times. But what Hakeem did, nobody has done it ever.
How about that 3-1?
How about that 2-year run,
David Robinson?
How about that 2-year run? We'll go from 93, 94, 94, 95.
Yeah, exactly.
For Hakeem.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like all time, I mean that's up there with any run in the history of the league, man. As far as dominant or like both sides of the court, all around player, you can put that with Jordans, you can put that with Shaqs, you can put that with Magics, Birds, anybody, bro.
Yeah,
but what I'm gonna say though, to finish, like what Jay was saying, you know, what does SGA have to do? Just continue to be great. Just do it for 5-10 years, right? Have a full career. Then we start putting you into the pantheon of these greats. It's just you got to play your career.
It's hard what he did this year. To win championship is hard. Not to stay at the top is even harder, bro. So let's see what they do.
Okay, I feel like I was just coming from a point that I feel like people are uncomfortable to start having the conversations right now
because it needs to happen first.
No.
Yes, it is uncomfortable to talk about a guy who just won a championship, won the league MVP, got the finals MVP. He had a historically great season. We just want to continue to see him play. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
No,
if he
I
gets injured
understand
tomorrow, like all these conversations is dead.
Yeah, exactly.
But I still think that catapults him to a top 5 point guard because there's still dudes
All
that
time?
haven't done what he did.
I mean, he's top 10 already. He's top 10 already. You could say that.
Is he over Steve Nash?
No, but he's top.
Yeah, he's over Steve Nash.
He's definitely over Steve Nash.
Is he over John Stockton?
Yes.
Is he over Jason Kidd?
He's top
Who?
5.
Jason Kidd.
Yes, he's
no.
over Jason. He's over
Jay
Jason
Kidd?
Kidd. Yes, he's over Jason Kidd. He's a better scorer.
Look,
Didn't Jay
to
Kidd
me,
win
he's
two
not.
finals?
To me, he's not greater than Magic, Curry, Zeke, Oscar Robertson. So maybe he's 5. If you don't put him at 5, yeah, you put him at 5.
Okay, then you put him at 5.
Magic never had a season like
the
SGA.
greatest point
Never had a
guards
season.
ever. And
The
then,
what?
Okay, so you just named 4 of the greatest point
Yeah,
guards.
Magic what?
Magic never had a season like SGA. Never.
That game
Okay,
7
but
with Magic was crazy
he's
though.
still a greater player, though. And Magic, look,
all time. Yeah.
the reason why he's greater is because Magic is one of those rare players that from the moment he stepped on the court, he was Magic Johnson, an all-time great player. From the moment he stepped on the court,
champion instantly.
Yeah.
Valid.
He changed the trajectory of the Lakers. Yep.
Yeah. But besides them 4 point guards, Shea's arguably better than them other point guards already.
Shea's amazing.
The only people that are over him is Steph and Magic, I would say. Yeah, Steph and Magic.
No Zeke? Not Zeke?
Nah.
Hold up. Does it count that there was like a season or two that he played shooting guard? So can it be like a combo guard?
Nah.
Shea?
Why? Who would you go with? Who would you go with?
He's played shooting guard before. I think twice in a season. I don't know if it's once or twice.
Yeah, with Chris Paul.
They played
with
3
Chris Paul.
guards. He's playing beside Chris Paul. He's not gonna be the point guard over Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's crazy how that's crazy how SGA surpasses Idol and Chris Paul. Like that's crazy.
Hey, Moogie, you said something about his true shooting. So you're saying that his true shooting for the playoffs or the finals, you said it was 64?
Yeah.
So he's number 1 all time. So he passed Kawhi and Jokic, shooting 44% off of the field.
Yes.
Because I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that.
It's on Basketball Reference.
Also, I feel like Shea showcased.
Bro, Jokic and Kawhi were more efficient in the finals than Shea. I don't know how.
Ray, you fucking up the stream, bro. I gotta kick you out, bro. Can you fix your mic, bro? He said, am I hearing this? I just got SGA's. Yes, he's a top 5 point guard all time. Now I think it is. Go ahead.
Mook, do you think he's better than he's over Tatum now?
All time?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't thought about it. I don't know.
You haven't thought about
it? He got an MVP and a Finals MVP. Of course he is.
Yeah, right.
And Jason Kidd, people say he played in 3 finals. He was not the best player in most of them finals. Most of the finals he went when he was old.
Yeah, but he's actually a point guard. He's actually a point guard, not a combo guard.
He went to 1 finals when he was old.
He went to 2.
He went to back-to-back finals, right?
Look at the point
Jason
guard,
Kidd?
Look at the point guards that was able to do it, bro. Look at this shit, bro. Like what SGA's did, bro. Like it's just nothing but historical. 33 and 44. He won a scoring title, the MVP, first team All-NBA. He did something that Curry Never did. Curry has never been great like SGA in the finals. Like in his peak years. Never. Curry was not good in
So
those finals, bro.
so
He wasn't.
SGA was better than Curry in 2022
Yes.
in the finals.
No, not in the finals. He was better than Curry
Yeah. So
in
SGA
2020.
had a better. He had a better performance than Curry had against Boston. Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm talking about 2016.
Oh, yeah, no. 2016, he didn't win.
Okay, that's why I say that season is better than you know what I'm saying, Curry. It is.
Does it have to go by player or can it go by seasons?
Seasons.
Seasons.
Because like for example, I think Shaq's overall
Rand,
season was better,
what's up with your mic, Rand?
bro. I changed my fucking mic. Give me a second.
Come in and come out, man. Or just you probably have something that's
It's his,
going on.
Hey,
it's
Lord.
his connection.
Hey,
Let
Mook,
me let
where
me
do you put
switch.
Rajon
Let me
Rondo
switch
all
to my
time in the
iPhone. Give me a
point
second.
guard?
I'm gonna switch to my iPhone.
Yeah, switch your iPhone. That what you
Hey,
say?
Mook, where do you put Rajon Rondo all time in the point guard pantheon?
Mm.
That's a good question.
I don't know. Where would you put him?
I mean, I like him. I probably overrate him, but I mean, I like him. I'd like to rank him higher than most people do.
I think he borderline 10.
You think he's top 10?
See, I think he deserves some considerations to be ranked higher than most people do because of, you know, how good he was at doing point guard things.
True.
Like when you talk about point guards, right? The traditional point guard, you know, so like his defense was impeccable, you know, creating offense and being, you know, just whatever it took to win. His passing was amazing. His handle, his IQ was through the roof, leading the team. You know, he was a great player, and I just, you know, he doesn't have the scoring output. You know, he didn't have the flashy offensive game. His best asset offensively was vision. You know, he just seeing the game. You know, so I think he gets overlooked a lot for
Yeah, and the
high
floor
ranking.
general. Like
Yeah.
he was a coach on the court. Rondo pretty much helped the
Chauncey
Lakers
Billups
with
too. He gets
their
overlooked a
run.
lot too. Chauncey Billups gets
Chauncey
overlooked a lot,
Billups. He only had one year.
but he was really good.
But like we're talking about like the greatest though.
When y'all are ranking these players,
The greatest is clear. You can easily name the top 5 point guards of all time.
Yeah. I'll
That's
rank
easy.
Rondo at 7 or 6.
It gets messy. It gets messy in the back 5 because you have to start talking about guys that average triple doubles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to start putting guys in there.
Oscar Robertson, that's the one. Yeah.
That's what so like these guys start coming into the conversation because you don't have the clarity after that, right? The top 5 point guards have championships and they have assist, you know, records and, you know, that MVPs, those top 5 guys, top 3, top 4.
Nah, Shea's definitely top 5 though.
Yeah, easily top 5. I don't even think it's an argument. The season that SGA did was just nothing but historical shot making, historical, just elite on all levels. Elite on all
Mookie, you
levels.
remember the other night when we did the stream and somebody was saying he doesn't play defense? What are they talking about, bro?
They just lying.
His defense was amazing this series, especially in the fourth quarter.
Man, if he has one bad game, you know people are gonna like.
But his defense was good every game. That was non-negotiable. It was fantastic.
But they
you know, people go back and watch those games. Maybe they'll notice it. They'll actually look for it.
You know, but they look at one play and like, oh, SGA gives a low by, so he's not good defensively.
I saw him playing passing lanes. I saw rips. I saw blocks. I saw everything. And a lot of it was happening in the fourth quarters. So,
yeah, the way he stayed measured and like he led his teammates and never threw nobody under the bus, like is just something to speak highly of SGA, like this character and everything. Like
you describing leadership?
Yeah, his leadership. Like,
I'm just proud of SGA. He got it done, man. I'm just so proud of him, bro, because
Well,
it's like,
you had your doubts a couple of games ago, so I'm glad you came around to your senses.
You think they could go back to back?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it
why not?
depends.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why not? As long as they're healthy. I mean, I
Yeah,
thought
why
the
not?
Celtics probably went back to back. They're healthy, but it's just all about health. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, SGA needs to focus on recovering because this was a grueling. SGA, the season that he's had, like, how can you do like the season is so hard to achieve? Like, who got an echo, bro? But the season that he had is just so hard to achieve, bro. And it just, man, I don't know how SGA can do it, but he did it because
yo, I think the NBA players are hating on him because nobody is really like cheering for him, like
I don't hear anybody
congratulating
hating on
him.
him. I don't hear anybody hating on
No,
him.
I'm saying like no one's really congratulating him. Like I'm looking
right,
all over Twitter and like none of them is speaking about this, his moment.
right, they're
Like, Kate,
jealous.
you said what?
They're jealous,
Definitely,
so they're gonna be jealous. Let them be jealous.
man.
Some teams
Nah,
are going to regress next year, like the Celtics, the Pacers, because of injuries. Out west, what are the what are the Wolves going to do? Are the Spurs going to make a move? Like, are they going to continue to get better? The Rockets just got KD. That makes them a little bit more dangerous because they addressed one of their needs in
man.
terms of offense. The Warriors, I don't know, a full season of Steph, Dre, and Butler probably puts them right where they were, right in the middle of the pack in the playoff race. The Nuggets are going to be back; they'll be right there. So I mean, I don't know. You have some regression in the East. You can expect like the Pistons and the Magic to move up.
Mm-hmm.
So some of that's going to happen, but still the Thunder are the team to beat. They got guys under contract. They got assets they can move to make their bench better. They can get a more reliable scoring option for the bench. So they can actually be better than the team you see this year. But
Right.
they got to be healthy, and that's the
Right.
hard part, right? Good fortune, good health.
I think they're only gonna get better because, like you said, they're all under contract. So next year is a sense of comfortability you get knowing that okay, we just did this and we have a chance to do it again with the same group of guys.
Is this
Right.
Jason?
Yeah,
Jason, how old is Chet?
23,
How old is SGA?
26,
How old is J Dub?
24.
What are we talking about here, homie?
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I like this quote by Chet. He said like, um, he suffered from broken bones and bruises, but like the championship lasts forever, man. That's a beautiful quote.
Their oldest player is Caruso. Hartenstein, all these guys are young. The rest of the league is trying to figure out how they can make it work with these age stars. And the Thunder just gave the blueprint.
And they have their core guys. Like they can
Yep.
keep them guys forever and keep rotating
Bro,
other.
you guys know it's like a big party at OKC every day. Like every day this season, it was like a party. They were having a good time, enjoying themselves. There ain't no self-implosion coming.
Yeah,
This is I don't hear anything bad about Dagnall. I don't hear anything bad about SGA. I don't hear anything bad about J Dub. I don't hear anything bad about culture or toxicity or selfishness. This
Mm.
team is built long term.
Right.
It'll be harder to beat them next year.
I agree.
Now next year is gonna be one of the best seasons. I ain't gonna lie.
They just missed out on being like one of the top, like all-time great teams of all time as far as seasons. I think they had like 21 losses or something like that the whole season. They just missed that
They won
under
68.
20. I'm talking about like including the playoffs. Because like
Oh, all right.
the greatest team ever is the '96 Bulls. Because I think they win like
72-10, and yeah.
Yeah, they won like what, like
What was
88,
the Lakers team
88
that
and
went
13.
15-1, Lord Ren? What year was that? Where the Lakers went
2001,
15?
2001.
Yeah. I think that was a special team too.
Yeah. Yeah, but during the season they were okay. I mean, they were a very good team. They
Yeah, and then they
just
turned up.
Hey, Rand, Alex Caruso just dissed the Los Angeles Lakers, bro.
what do you say?
Just think about it, bro.
Oh shit! They picked Reeves over him. Why they didn't want to give him the extension? It's not really his fault, bro. It's just that the Bucks
All right,
family, like I said, they're not that rich compared to other
That's what
people.
Caruso said.
Maybe even too high. But how much better does this one feel?
Yeah, now I got a real one. Now nobody can say
Yeah.
anything.
Facts.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think just because of the way the team is constructed now versus the team I had in 2020, like it was much harder with this team just because of the experience, right? And everybody talked about you need experience to win a championship, and you need this, that, and the other. And I said multiple times through the postseason with this team that the good basketball is good basketball. Winning basketball is winning basketball, and the best team can win no matter what happens if you go out there and execute and do the stuff that you need to do to win the game. And I think through the playoffs, this team grew up and learned on the fly, which most teams have to learn through losses and learn through defeat. And I think this team learned through success. And it's a unique capability to be able to do that for, 21 to 27-year-old kids.
So he basically called the Lakers championship a bubble championship.
Everybody knows that,
Get
bro.
on me. People get on me because I sat there and said this shit. Think it was a bubble championship. Nobody give a fuck about this shit, bro.
Everybody knows about, bro.
Most
these
people
niggas-
do. Most people do.
They were crying. They were crying about getting 5-star accommodations while the world was dying around them. Crazy, man.
Yeah, the crowd plays a factor too. Like the fans, they play a factor. The home court and advantage, all that stuff plays a factor.
Oh,
So
I don't think the Lakers fans would have played an advantage.
MVP on a 68 win ball club, Western Conference MVP, a champion Finals MVP. He's one of the greatest players ever, bro. Already.
You're saying he's the all-time, like he's in that elite class of like all-time great players.
Yes.
So he's with the Kawhis and the Birds and the Jordans and the Kobe's and the Duncans.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
he has to
man.
win one more, Mook. He has
Maybe
to
he
win
can.
one more.
Maybe he can. Maybe he can knock on the door.
Y'all put Jokic that win one more. And Jokic never won a scoring championship. Y'all put Jokic in a class of Kareem and all the other all-time great players. So why can I do
overrate
Well, I don't.
Jokic?
I don't. I
Wait,
don't.
who's
I
putting
don't.
Joker
I
with
don't.
Kareem,
I
bro?
don't put him in there because he's
people
not. He's not a top 10 player of all time, so he can't be in that room, bro.
Now I want y'all niggas to look at this shit, bro. Won a scoring title, MVP in the same season. Kareem, Jordan, Shaq.
There's
Those-
another player too. There's one
That's
more player
tough.
from the 50s, I think, 60s.
Mikan?
No.
Damn,
It
Mike,
was
bro, Mike did that shit. 91,
6
92,
time.
96. Damn.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. I don't know what people be talking about, bro.
I tell you, Moogie, he has more scoring titles and championships in the same season
I
than the
know how
history of the
hard it
NBA
is to do that shit, bro.
combined. It's 6-5. 6-5.
That shit hard as hell to do, bro. That is literally impossible to do. Like, it's just so hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Breezy, what you got on this, brother?
You overrating Shea, bro. He not top 15.
Yes, he is. You dumb fuck. You don't know
Like
nothing.
all
He's
time?
not better than Giannis all time.
Yes, he is. He is better than Giannis.
Come on, bro. You talking crazy, bro.
Has Giannis won a scoring title and an MVP in a championship the same season?
Bro, this is easy comp, bro. He had the easiest comp, bro. Out of the last 5 years, this got to be the easiest title in the last 5 years.
Hold on. Giannis had easy comp. Giannis didn't beat nobody, nigga. Who did Giannis beat?
He beat a healthy Suns team.
Nigga, the Suns
they
is
weren't
nobody.
healthy.
They didn't have no top 10 player on their roster, nigga.
Pacers ain't got the same thing the Suns had. They
Right.
don't got no top 10.
I will say this, bro. You gotta give them credit because they could have been taken out twice. Because if the Nuggets would have won that Father's
Right.
Day game, they would have
Right.
lost. And
Kyrie got hurt on the Bucks.
and if Indiana they should have won that game 4, they would have been up 3-1. That last game that they won, that should have been the championship. So you got to give them credit that they were able to fight.
Shea is
I
not a
was
better basketball player than Giannis. He's not more valuable. He can't do more.
He's a better scorer. He's a better
Moogie.
mid-range scorer. He has better post game. He's much more scalable. He's much better than this nigga, bro. Off the basketball.
Hold on, Moogie. Shea's signature moment for his career is probably going to be that fourth quarter game 4 when he scored 15 points like in the last 4 minutes. I think that's going to be it.
So far, Lord Ren. So far,
Giannis had a better finals performance than Shea did.
I think that will be his for his career. I think because that
really
scoring 15 points in the last 4 minutes of NBA Finals game,
I don't know. He's capable of some great stuff, bro. So I'm not sleeping on him.
yeah.
He could do something else like that.
If they would have lost that game, bro, this series would have been over in 6. So you got to give them credit that they bounced back.
Mook. Giannis beat Shea 8-2 in their matchups when they face each other.
You talking about regular season?
Yeah,
regular season matchup.
Mookie know Giannis is a better player.
No, he's not.
He's more valuable. Let's be real, bro. Giannis is a more valuable basketball player.
Giannis is a better player than who?
How is you more
Shea.
valuable? No. Hold on. Everybody
What?
pipe down.
No.
Hold on. Everybody pipe down, bro. Stop screaming, bro. How is you more valuable when your team literally won 2 games to get into the finals in game 5 and game 6? What are you talking about?
I think he gives me more in terms of the stat sheet. He gives me more rebounds. He gives me more blocks. He's a better defender.
Does he give you better
positional
scoring?
versatility? He could guard multiple positions.
No, he can't. Giannis is a weak side defender. He cannot
Well,
switch on their guard.
Scoring is a toss up.
Time out. Giannis is a weak side defender. He's not switching on guards or wings and be able to guard him throughout the whole totality of the season. No, stop it, bro.
He can hold his own though. He can hold his own against guards.
Scoring is a toss up though, Mookie.
He can't hold his own against bigs.
He can't hold his own against guards. What are you talking about? He can't.
Who you talking about, Kobe?
If he can hold his own, if he can hold his own against guards, then how the fuck you guys switch on the Halliburton? They got them. What?
That's an unfair comparison because
I mean, Halliburton one of the premier guards in the league though, so you can't really hold against Giannis.
Wait. No, hold on. That's unfair because Giannis has more to like. He has more things he has to do like on his team.
More responsibility. You mean?
Yeah, more responsibility. Yeah.
No, Giannis don't have the responsibility to create for others like SGA does. He don't have the responsibility. No, he does not. No, he doesn't.
He had nobody on his team the first round.
They're comparable. They're comparable at playmakers.
Hey, hold on, Lord Rand. Because you first of all, he had Drew Holiday, he had Chris Middleton, he had a facilitator.
No, I'm talking about this season. You said about
he had Damian Lillard. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying in the playoffs, Mookie.
No, you literally just sat there and said that Giannis has more responsibilities to create for others. That's a lie.
This playoffs,
no,
he had more responsibility because his entire team is old and
why
hurt.
Are you measuring? Hold on. Why are you measuring to 5 games in the playoffs when I'm talking about the whole?
Oh, you're talking about the totality?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what are you saying? What are you saying?
Totality of a regular season plus a playoffs. You cannot sit there and say just because Giannis had 5 games where he had to create for others, and that's applicable to what Shea had to do throughout the whole 80-game season. With a team that's been injured, with a team that's barely been there. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro.
Mook. He has a better roster though. It's not even compared.
Name me the creators that they have. Hold on. Name me the creators that they have better than Dame.
The creators they had, I would say Jay Will a better creator than Dame.
What?
Jay Will is a better creator than Dame Lillard.
You a dumb bitch. You don't know shit
That's
about
stupid shit. That's don't keep it right.
You fucking slow. You a dumb, disgusting motherfucker.
I watched the entire season.
And Mookie, I will say this.
This dumb motherfucker sitting there and said Jay Will. Damn, you black as a bitch. This nigga said Jay Will.
Now you're being colorist.
than fucking goddamn Dame. That's some dumbass shit.
This nigga Boogie stupid, bro.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about basketball, bro. You don't
Hey,
know
So
nothing.
what does Dame do better than Jay Will?
A better
Shoot the
player.
three ball.
See, everything
That's all
offensively.
he does better than
He
Jay.
drives the ball better. He's much better.
He's a
Bro, if
better shot
Dame played for
creator.
the
Much better off
if
the basketball. You don't know ball. Just shut up, bro.
if Dame played for the Thunder, he'll be having just the
Hey,
same amount of impact. It's just the
Mookie,
simple
I
fact
will
that
say
nigga been
this:
injured.
No, I wouldn't say that.
J
I
Dub
wouldn't
I
say
mean,
already
that.
averaged more
other than
points
defensively, I mean,
per
he
game
better.
in the finals than
No.
Pippen ever did.
Yes, he is.
He's a better
This is,
basketball fit on the team
bro,
with Shea than
Dame.
Damian Lillard.
I get what you're saying by that, but I'm saying offensively, I mean, Dame's still better than him. The only reason why Dame just been the way he is because he really been injured. I mean, hell, nigga, what the fuck he played? What injury he had played on before he got hurt again? I think he had not an Achilles, some
The
type
X
of.
factor tonight was Chet, bro.
Forgot.
He had a big game today.
I mean, Chet been the X factor of the whole team throughout the whole year.
Chat gonna be
I
very.
don't know about that.
They want to
He
do
had a
some.
big game today.
Man,
Defensive wise in the second
Bro,
half.
Lou
Yeah.
Dort was a terror, bro.
put that down.
So Mook, you got Shea over Harden all time already?
Yes.
Off one
Yeah, fuck
championship?
James. Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
James Harden.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
he better.
Harden played way harder comp.
What?
He's yellow
He had
though.
way harder comp at his peak.
But James
He's
Harden also play ass in
Harden's
the
not.
playoffs.
Harden's not
yellow though.
like SGA in the playoffs, bro.
He's
He's not.
yellow though, bro. He's yellow. He's too yellow in the playoffs, bro. He chokes too much.
Yeah. Nah, it would have been a better conversation if James Harden had the same type of impact and he didn't win. But it's the fact this nigga impact is way better and he also won.
He left
So
OKC
I'm
for $4
talking about
million.
sustained success. James Harden has 27,000 points. He has more points, rebounds, and
regular
assists all
season.
time
I
than
don't
Steph
care
Curry.
about
What
longevity.
do you mean? You act like that means
Season.
nothing.
James Harden has 27,000 points.
I mean, I'm not saying
Yes.
it don't mean nothing, but I'm just at the same time though. You got to be a Hall of Fame, like legendary
Really?
top
James
10
Harden is
all
a
time.
first ballot Hall of
Well,
Famer.
No,
the hardest thing for
I ain't trying
James
to hold on, wait.
Harden,
I ain't trying to
the
say it like
hardest
that.
thing for James
I ain't
Harden
trying
is
to
the
say it
fact
like that.
that he doesn't have the playoff
Damn, he
success.
does.
He doesn't have the finals success. That's all it is. The rest
Playoff
of it's
success in general.
fine. It's that. It's the same story about Chris Paul. It's the same thing.
Yeah, he's
Paul
yellow
George too.
too. He's yellow too. Yeah, they're yellow. Those are yellow players.
Bro, just to let y'all know, finals MVP, the championship Western Conference MVP, to cap off one of the greatest seasons ever. That's if you would have told me Shea would have had this season coming to the NBA, I was like, nah, you just lying, bro. Like, ain't nobody thought that this nigga would have that type of a season.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah, SJ had I ain't gonna lie.
I thought it would take some time for them niggas to get to a deep postseason run. I didn't trust the development of J-Dub. I questioned J-Dub a lot. But the fact that
He averaged what, 23 this series? 23?
He showed up.
Huh?
That's more than Pippen
I ain't gonna
ever
lie.
did.
Outside of a career standpoint, this SJ season is better than any Kobe season ever.
Better than 09?
Bro, you glazing, bro.
Yes. This SGA season alone is better than any ever Kobe season.
Kobe done averaged 36
So,
points in the
so,
season, bro.
so
Like, that don't
LeBron
mean
too?
nothing, bro.
So LeBron too, right?
You said, yeah. I mean, yeah, probably so. You got. I mean, it's an argument, but probably so. Damn no, yeah.
Top 5 seasons? I don't know, because Jordan's first 4
yeah, but
rings are better.
hold on, Breezy. Why you don't think that SGA season better than Kobe?
I mean, you could say it is because he got a scoring title and all that, but I mean, he just saying that so nonchalantly. Kobe had a season he averaged 36 points a game. I think him and James Harden are the only two players to average over 35 in the 2000 century.
I don't think Kobe ever had a season averaging 36. What season was that?
35. He averaged 35. Yeah, 35. But based off pace,
What was that, 2006?
Yeah, but based off pace, you could argue that was the greatest scoring season in the modern era.
Which year?
When he averaged
But
35,
when Kobe, when people
you
look
can
at Kobe,
argue
shit, this should be just accumulated 60
relative
points.
Him or
to
Harden?
pace.
That 04,
To
that
pace,
04,
you could argue that was the best scoring
And
season.
was that the
in
year
modern.
that Kobe had like 2 weeks straight of 40 plus?
Mind you, this nigga SJ didn't have no Hall of Fame teammates. This nigga Kobe had Paul Gasol.
You can't
Shaq,
say that yet because Jalen
Lamar
Williams
Odom.
is off to a good start in his career.
Jalen Williams. I mean,
Paul wasn't a Hall of Famer.
His best
Okay,
game
but at the
was
same
that
time
game
though.
versus Dallas when he outscored him in 3 quarters.
Who you talking about? Lauren.
Kobe when he had 62
Oh.
and the Mavs had 61 at the end of
I
the
know you.
third.
Hold on, my bad, Lauren. But you said, hold on. You saying I can't?
That shit crazy, bro.
I agree that SGA has a higher peak than James Harden now in his career, but sustained success matters. I mean, sustained success it
Yeah, but it's
matters.
not going to take much for him to pass James
He
Harden,
said
even by your
He's a
SGA is
built
a
definition.
James
one-hit
Harden.
wonder.
Even by your definition, it ain't going to take long.
That's such
Hold
a dumb take, bro.
Hold up. If you take away SGA and you insert any version of a James Harden onto this team, do they win the finals?
No, he can't play defense. He don't play defense. Nope.
He's only good in the post because he's strong. Other than that, nah.
No.
Who?
James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden. He's only good in the post.
Right.
So Mookie, do you value this ring more than a bubble ring?
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
Yes, I
no,
do.
bro.
no.
What's wrong with this guy?
That bubble ring is bullshit, bro.
More
Everybody knows that
comp.
shit.
That Miami team was better than the Pacers team than this Pacer team.
No, it wasn't. No,
That
it
was
wasn't,
Yes, more comp.
No,
Yes.
this
bro.
Pacer team was
Hold
deeper,
on. They were
bro.
all hurt, bro. Dragic
Dom.
was hurt. Bam got hurt at game 2. What are you talking about?
Right, Hero was hurt. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he was hurt too.
Yeah.
Their best player got hurt in the first quarter of Game 7.
Yeah, I know, bro. That killed the game, man.
No, their
Well,
most
this
important
Pacers
player.
team was
That's not their
cooking
best
everybody
player.
until they got to the Thunder.
And they still almost cut it to 9 with 3 minutes left.
They should have won that series though, bro. I'm telling you, if they would have won that game 4, this shit would have been over. But you gotta give credit to OKC, man.
Yeah. Most props to Shea. He handled his job, business.
Mm-hmm. Of course, he handled his business. He a champion. He's over the peak players all time. And just give credit, bro. I mean, he did what he did, man. It's just something that a lot of people gotta give respect to, man. Y'all gotta when y'all mention that shit, you gotta call him a champion, a finals MVP, an MVP. He the best player in the world, bro.
And he did it the right
He's
way
not the
too. He
best
didn't
player in the
stack the
world.
deck.
Jokic is the best player in the world.
No, he's not.
Jokic is the best,
Jokic
bro.
ain't the
Come
best
on,
player,
bro.
bro. He's closing out
Come
his
on, bro.
teammates.
And Giannis is second, bro. And he's third. He's third.
He's
Come
never
on,
had.
bro. You're glazing, bro. This is recency bias.
How SGA? How is Jokic better than SGA when it was a game 7 of mano a mano?
He got
In the
locked up
playoffs,
by freaking Caruso.
SGA outplayed Nikola Jokic. You don't know
Because he has 2 more MVPs. That's why he has 2 more MVPs.
SGA has more,
And he's gonna retire with the most triple doubles.
SGA has more scoring titles, and on top of that, SGA just led a team to a championship. When the last
Wait,
time
where do you rank?
hold on.
Chamberlain?
When the last time Jokic led somebody to a deep postseason run? Name me a time when he has ever done that.
When they won the championship,
like 2 years ago.
Okay, SGA has recently led guys to a deep postseason run. So how can you be the best player in the world in 2 back-to-back game 7s? You underperformed terribly. You wasn't
but
good.
they were favored. They were favored
How?
though. They were favored though.
It doesn't matter.
Denver wasn't though.
That's not answer my question. 2 back-to-back game 7s in the second round. You did not perform at all in the second half of the game. You went scoreless against OKC in the second half of the game. You only scored 3 points. You didn't do shit. So how can you be the best player in the world in 2 back-to-back game 7s? You choked on your food.
Well, I mean, versus Minnesota, I will blame him because he shot too many threes. He was 2 for 10.
Okay,
But this game 7,
game
7, they got their ass whooped in this one though.
No, in a game 7, Jokic struggled to seal off Alex Caruso. He struggled fighting for positions against Alex Caruso. Only scored 3 points in the second half of the goddamn game. Like, bro, he didn't do shit.
Yeah, but
Jokic got locked up by
but it was a
Karl.
blowout. Yeah, but it was a blowout though. It was a blowout though.
And that's an indictment to Nikola Jokic, that the fact that your team got blown out, you didn't do nothing. So, like I sat there and said, 2 back-to-back game 7s, Nikola Jokic failed. Fucking failed. You can't be the best player in the world when you fail back-to-back game sevens.
Yeah,
And
Shea didn't.
you display your uniqueness in the goddamn playoffs, brother.
Yeah, Shea didn't fold in game 7. Shea didn't fold.
Didn't fold.
Yeah, but how many players other than Jordan, and a couple other players? I mean, anybody can have a bad game in game 7.
That's the difference. Shea don't have bad games. Game 7.
Mookie.
I mean,
Say,
he's
look,
only played like in 1 or 2, bro.
He played 2 game 7s and got exposed.
I mean, I don't know about getting exposed, but
for the guy who brought that up earlier, talking about Joker,
Hey,
where do
Red,
you
hey,
rank
Red.
Will Chamberlain? Where do you
Hey,
rank
Red.
Bill Russell all time if you're into like achievements and MVPs and awards and stats? Where do you put
I
Bill
mean, I
Russell
put
and Will Chamberlain?
Kareem like top 3 for
No.
sure.
Where do you put Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell?
I mean, I don't put Bill Russell that high, but Will Chamberlain was like a
I
really good
do.
athlete.
You know how
So
many times Bill Russell won the league MVP and he couldn't score?
5.
Damn, he won
You
5.
know
I mean,
that
he
Will.
had
You
John
know that Will.
Havlicek too, though.
You know, but hold on a second. But your definition, what you use to
He
support
won
Joker
3 before
as
Havlicek
being
even got
greater
on the
than
team.
SGA.
Red,
Now
I
all of
want
a
y'all
sudden you're moving.
most points per game to win an NBA title. SGA has the most points per game to win an NBA title in NBA history, and that's over Michael Jordan.
Nah, that's crazy.
Damn, Red. It's not looking good.
What?
Look at your
So
screen,
what?
nigga.
So what, you gonna argue that he's a better scorer?
I wouldn't say all that.
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying that.
you do know that the pace in the league now is comparable to the '60s, right? That everybody talks about that the pace was so fast.
But
I mean, if this guy, I mean, Jordan is at least 2.5 standard deviations a better athlete than this nigga. So imagine what he will do
Right.
to the league now.
Yeah, he would average 40. Jordan averaged
Yeah,
40
bro.
in this era.
I mean, Jordan averaged 37 in his second year. So
Yeah, he'd average 40 in this
His
era.
third. Well,
yeah,
technically,
third year.
he got hurt, but yeah.
Yeah, his third year.
shout out to
Man.
SGA for winning the championship.
So where do y'all rank Penny Hardaway? Like, because Penny has a similar game to Shea.
Penny is a what if, bro.
A what if?
Yeah.
If he didn't get hurt, to me, I think he would have been a better player than Shea.
Yeah, he was tough.
SGA is not done.
He's not.
SGA is not done. He could have a better
Yeah,
year
because next year is gonna be weak competition too.
I was just going based off.
It's not. It's not about weak.
I was just going based
Hey,
off just
hold
like
on.
talent.
This nigga talking about weak competition, like your man's LeBron James ain't dominated a weak Eastern Conference.
I'm talking about at the top, at the finals. He played teams like the Warriors. Come on now, LeBron played 31 Hall of Famers in the NBA Finals. What
Mookie,
are we
that's
talking
wrong.
about?
Hey, Mookie, that's wrong
LeBron
though.
played 31 Hall of Famers in the
Start
NBA
counting his Hall of
Finals.
Fame teammates. Start
Hold
counting
on,
his Hall of Fame
31.
teammates. Start
Mookie,
counting
It's
his Hall of
less
Fame teammates.
Hall of Fame
but that's wrong
teammates
though.
in the NBA
Just start
Finals.
counting. Just start
Kyrie Irving,
counting.
Dwayne Wade,
In
Anthony
91,
Davis.
91,
That's
92,
three. That's
Jordan
three.
averaged 34.5 in the playoffs.
No,
And,
is it a regular season?
no. In the playoffs, Jordan averaged 34.5
No,
in
it
91.
go off the regular season, Lord Rand.
Huh?
The stat go off regular season.
That's a player who plays or who has the most points per game while winning the championship.
Yeah.
Man, please, bro. That's just some bullshit. Made no fucking stat, nigga.
Yeah, because what about Shaq? I know Shaq gotta have like.
Go to the playoffs, nigga. Go to the playoffs. Average the
Anyone else have
playoffs.
stats?
Average the playoffs, and then average the regular season combined. And you tell me who averaged the most points. But if he did that, then I mean, I guess a great accomplishment. I mean, Jordan did it. Also did it playing first team defense. So I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to give him the .1, you can give it to him, bro.
Nah, I'd say Shea has to win back to defend this title to be above Giannis and
How many
that's what I
times
mean.
did Tim Duncan defend his title?
Right. is another dumb point.
How many times did Tim Duncan defend his title, sir?
How many
Yeah,
times
but
did Tim Duncan defend his title?
yeah, but his
Nah,
nigga,
he
yeah,
won.
but it,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
but
could.
bro, hold up. This nigga
Hold on, he
ain't
didn't ask you. He asked that nigga.
this nigga ain't Tim Duncan, bro.
That's not
Sorry.
the point.
Right.
But that's my point. My point, Lord Ren, is that you don't have to do anything specific to be great. You just have to be great. So whether that comes in 3 championships in 5 years, or 4 in 9 years, or 5 MVPs in 10 years, or whatever, it's just it doesn't have to be so rigid. Just
Yeah,
let it
no,
play out.
yeah,
No,
no.
I'm
He has
not.
to
Yeah, I
he
didn't
has
mean
to
to
keep
like
winning.
put it
He has to
like,
keep winning.
Yes.
He has to keep winning. That's it. It doesn't matter when he wins. He
yeah,
just has to
he
keep
just
winning.
has to keep winning. Yeah, but no, if he wins like another one, like if he wins 2 chips, yeah, I'm putting him above Giannis. But right now, I can't put him above Giannis.
I think he's already over Giannis because I think he's a better basketball player than Giannis.
He's
That's
better
your
all
opinion.
time. He's better all time over Giannis.
Yeah, he's a better basketball player than Giannis.
Bro, Giannis has an extreme deficiency. One extreme deficiency that really harms his ability to be impactful all the time.
He
Yeah,
averages
okay.
32, 11, and
There's
6, and you're
moments.
talking
Look,
about being impactful.
look.
I seen LeBron get iced out of the finals. What do you
Hey,
mean?
dude.
What? Giannis can't get iced out of a game? He's
Right.
been iced out of games.
Look,
Shaq's
look,
been
look.
iced out of games. These guys
In,
can get iced out
Bro,
of
didn't
games.
Giannis drop like 40 or 50 in a closeout?
in
I just want to see.
2022, in 2022, Giannis, the only reason he lost to the Celtics is because he didn't have Middleton, bro. Come
I
on.
just want to see Shea go up against like a perimeter defender, like on the level of what a big one, like a
Yes,
big like.
he went against Herb Jones, cooked his ass too.
Mm.
He also went against Jay McDaniels, cooked his ass too.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. These guys like are on the level like of a Kawhi and shit like that. That's what I mean.
This is a
There's not
cupcake
many in the
championship
NBA
for real.
left. There's not many like great defenders
Bro,
in the NBA.
he beat Joker in a 7-game series, who
Right.
just won the league MVP and just recently won a championship. How
Right.
he won every series against good competition, and this went 7 games.
Except Grizzlies.
In which SGA had to be great in the fourth quarter of all these games.
Mhm.
And in 4 games of their 4 wins, he played good enough to win.
Right.
And we're going to discredit that? Come on.
I'm just talking about his finals comp. His
There's
finals
nothing
comp
wrong with
is
his finals.
trash.
There's nothing wrong with his finals comp.
The Pacers should have won this series, bro. They should have won this series. They had a chance to win the series.
But
Yeah,
Lord
there's an
Red,
And
they
that
were
would be
asterisk.
turning
more
over
of an
the ball.
indictment on
Halliburton was
SGA.
in the game. There were 4 turnovers in 7 minutes when Halliburton was in the game.
No,
They were
no.
It was a
I'm
close
talking about.
game, and then
I'm
Halliburton
talking
got
about.
hurt.
I'm talking about Game 4 where the Pacers had control at the end of the third quarter, and then they lost that game because they went stagnant in the fourth quarter. And credit to OKC's defense
The
and like I
defense,
said,
right.
SGA he came alive and he went crazy. Like the last 4 minutes, he scored 15 points. Like that's what I'm saying.
Lord Ren, what did you think of SGA's defense in the series?
I mean, I think it got progressively better because I
And what
think
do
in
you
the
think of his fourth quarter defense in the series?
he played great. I mean, he had a lot of deflections, a lot of blocks. He made key stops in the fourth quarter, so you got to give him that.
Did he play with urgency in the fourth quarters of these games?
Yeah, he did.
These are the types of things I look for in these players.
In the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarters, yeah. I mean,
This is the types of things I'm talking about. We're not just caught up in field goal percentage. The game is played outside of field goal percentage. If anything, he was most impactful at the free throw line, where he essentially shot 90%. He's as reliable as it comes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He cooking y'all niggas, chat.
And the Indiana Pacers defense is good. Nembhard is excellent defending the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, he was so good, they had to get the switch to get Neesmith on him in order to win game 4.
Yeah.
Naismith, bro. I know he has to have that motor to play. That's probably what got him in the NBA. But he needs to, he needs to tone it down in these big games, bro.
But it's
He
not
goes,
Neesmith's not the
he goes too
problem.
wild. He goes too
SGA is
wild.
the X factor. It's not. I'm not blaming the defense. It's hard to defend a great player. SGA was him all series long.
Yeah, he had a great series. I wouldn't say an
Look how
all-time series, but it was great.
Look how the Pacers defended SGA in Game 6. 1 foot in the paint, 2 to 3 defenders on him. They forced 8 turnovers. That was the only bad game for SGA. One game was bad.
Nah, I just think they did a good job not doing a full court press. So
Bro, they
that
literally
pick and roll.
listen in
Yeah.
this series. They literally changed the pickup point to where they would get a high screen and roll before entering the half court. Any other change they pickup point was basically like we're going to pick up high. So any direction that the screen starts, we got a defender that's already ready to guard it. They change it to where Shea is going to reject. They try to run him off the basketball. J-Dub struggled in the start of the game a lot. Again, picked it up in the third, but it just a lot of zoom. Chicago being able to get 2 feet in the paint. The low man defender is going to come over there and help. And SGA just read it beautifully. This was one of the better playmaking games he's had. So you just got to give credit to what's credit's due, bro.
No, you gotta give credit to them. They made shots too. I mean, they've been struggling from the 3-point line almost all series, and they made it today.
Oh, the Thunder didn't shoot well from 3 all series long.
Yeah,
not at all.
Today they shot adequate enough.
The refs got a good whistle for him.
See,
how many fouls did the Thunder have?
Yes, SGA's over Westbrook and CP3, bro.
How many fouls did the Thunder have, and how many?
I say CP3. I don't say Westbrook. Nah.
It's not Harden's fault, bro. And nigga, he left OKC for $4 million, bro. Crazy. They would have won some couple chips, man.
The foul discrepancy, the Pacers had one more foul than the Thunder.
Yeah.
It was 24-23, so that you could just kill that noise.
Okay, so
refs had nothing to do with tonight. Nothing.
Well, I mean, it was comparable. It was only like a two free throw disparity. There was only 2 free throws.
Look at the turnovers if you want to figure out what happened in this game. Look at the offensive glass if you want to know what happened in this game. Look at the defense. Why don't you look at the OKC Thunder? Chet Holmgren had a steal and 5 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
SGA had what? 2 blocks and a steal. He had multiple games with 4 steals or 4 blocks, 3 blocks. The series was won on defense. Alex Caruso every night 3 steals, 5 blocks, 3 steals. Like
SGA over KD all time, Lord Rand.
Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
As a player?
Yeah, because KD has never led a team to win a championship.
Yeah. Kevin Durant's not an alpha.
Wait. Slow your roll. So if KD get it done with the Houston Rockets, is he now over SGA?
He's not gonna win, bro.
He's over SGA right now. What are we talking about? We acting like it's not situational. Look at the comp that KD had to play in the finals. He played LeBron James in the finals. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh in the finals. What are you talking about?
I will say OKC got robbed that series. They got robbed that series.
That OKC would have beat the OKC team would beat.
No, they would not. Why you keep saying that dumb shit?
Yes, they would.
You out of your mind, bro.
Yes, they
2012. 2012 they got robbed in that
series. So hold on. So hold on, Mook. All right. So even if I give you 2012, right? Do you think this constructed OKC team can beat that constructed 2016 Golden State Warriors won
Oh,
73 games. You think they
yeah.
could beat that team?
If SGA was up
Yeah, you out
3-1.
of your fucking rabbit mind, man. You out of your
Nah,
fucking rabbit
I
mind.
don't
If you
think
think they could beat
I don't think
2016
SGA would
Warriors.
go a 3-1 lead like
No, that's
they
not what
won't.
I'm asking you. Hold on,
They
hold on.
won't beat
That
2012
is not
either.
what I'm asking you.
Shea
But
didn't
see,
have to play against LeBron.
no,
They
no, no,
won't
no,
beat
no. Hold on.
2012
I'm not.
either.
Hold on.
he's talking about Steph Curry.
I want to give it to LeBron,
they
but
would have
I'm
beat
saying,
2012. Yeah, I
I'm
disagree.
a, I'm a, I'm a,
but I'm gonna say this though. 2016, the way that roster was constructed for OKC, Shea would have not got it done because he would have the floor spacing to be able to like generate open
You're wrong.
looks for himself and for his
You're wrong.
teammates.
Ken, you're
How
wrong
am I wrong? What am I wrong about?
because the OKC team defensively is historically all time great. So they will be forcing turnovers, getting in transition, and they had bodies that you can throw both to LeBron and D Wade. They had the versatility defensively. They got rim protectors and they got elite wing
I
defenders.
don't know about that nothing.
Wait,
Hell
hold on.
no.
We talk about 2 different years. I'm saying I'll give you 2012. I'm talking about 2016 now. The Golden State Warriors, and you still said that you still think they could beat the Warriors.
This OKC team can't beat that 2012 team.
No, I
Yes,
no. Hold on. Y'all not hearing
Nah,
me. Hold
yes,
on,
they
hold on.
nah,
Y'all
can.
not
He's
hearing
talking
me.
about the
Hold on.
Warriors
Y'all
that
not
beat the
hearing
nah.
me.
Warriors.
Listen, wait, hold on. I said I'll give him 2012, but I'm saying, does he think that they can beat the 2016 Warriors when KD blew the 3-1 lead?
Yes.
Wow. So what?
I
I
think
so what?
I think
Hold on.
2012
Wait,
was
wait,
better
wait,
than
wait.
that team.
Wait. So what advantage do OKC have in that series versus the 2016 Warriors?
A defensive end is a defense that can be able to switch on everybody, point attack defenders. They have so much versatility. They can play zone. They can hedge high. They got bigs that can be able to recover, get back on their feet. I mean, they just have so much advantages defensively where they can create. And then offensively, I mean, led by yours truly, SGA, he can dissect that whole goddamn defense and he can run
Uh,
basketball off
OKC
the ball.
2020 had a better
Who's the
offense.
best defender who guarded SGA? Nemhard.
Damn
Andre
So
Iguodala, I don't know. Andre
Iguodala would be on
Iguodala
him.
would have slowed him down.
He's not on that
Iguodala would
team.
slow him down.
He's not on that team.
Iguodala too slow to slow SGA
You
down.
sound dumb. 2016 Iguodala was locking shit down, nigga.
Hold on, Moogie. Hold on, Moogie.
Who was Iguodala
Nah,
defending?
nah. Iguodala. That year is quick enough to stay in front of this guy.
Yeah, he's
No,
able to stay in front of
What is
SGA.
Mook is being dicked
And
out
and
Look,
because
hold on,
and
hold on.
and Iguodala is way stronger than him. Like
SGA,
Right.
way
Isn't
stronger.
Iguodala like 6'7", 6'6", like
SGA
yeah,
is
he
better.
is with like a 7 foot wingspan. But hold on
right.
though, hold on though.
SGA is better than
But Mook, I feel like you're using recency bias, which that's kind of I hate about our basketball community that we use recency bias too much, where we forget about what happened before. Like
what
we
happened.
we,
Facts.
we can't we
Has
can't
Katie
forget
ever
about.
had has Katie ever had the run that Katie had? The run
What
that
you
SGA
said?
in the playoffs.
KD
No, he
won back to
didn't.
back
But wait,
finals.
wait, wait, wait,
Back to
wait.
back
Hold on.
finals
He
MVPs.
he asked me. Hold on, bro. He asked me, bro. Listen,
Yeah, but that wasn't his team
Katie.
though.
Hold on. He never. Katie. Listen, Katie never had the run SJ had. I'll give him that. Katie. I
Uh-huh.
think SJ has had probably the best career as an OKC player, Thunder.
Yes, he's the
But
greatest OKC player of all time. Yes,
is he the what?
he's the greatest OKC player of all time.
I don't agree with that.
Yes,
I
he
think
is.
that's
How you don't
no.
agree with that when he the nigga that won a championship, bro?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell
He
you
bought
why.
him a
'Cause
championship. What the
you
fuck are you
you
talking?
all right. He won, but if you look at the way he went compared to what Katie had to go
Don't
through,
matter. He won a championship. He did something that nobody ever
Right. He
did.
brought the first
Wait a
chip to
minute.
OKC, bro.
Yeah, you got to get that
You
to
got
him.
KD
Right.
ahead of Russell Westbrook as the best Thunder of all time.
no, I actually
Definitely.
had Russ. I had Russ first, then Katie second, then SGA third.
Yeah, this
SGA won for sure.
well, that's a terrible fucking
That's
list.
That's
nasty.
not a terrible take.
That's
I
that
actually
is
think Russ did more for OKC than SGA.
He didn't
how
Bro,
do
what are you
nothing
talking
for
about? He gave him a
OKC.
championship, bro. Their first
He didn't
Bro,
do
championship.
nothing for
what
OKC.
hold on.
are you talking about,
Bro, this hold on, but hold on. You see, because Mookie trying to have it both ways. He's saying that this team could beat 2012 Braun and 2016 Warriors, but
bro?
then he would say, oh, KD had the best talent and stuff. So which team was better? Was it was
Hold
it
on.
2025 OKC
If
or
Tatum
was
didn't
or was
get
it? Wait,
hurt, they
hold on,
wouldn't have beat
let
the
me ask you.
Celtics this year.
Wait, hold
They would
on.
not have beat the
Wait,
Celtics
hold
if
on, hold
Tatum
on.
didn't get hurt.
Wait, hold on, bro. Which team was better? Was it 2025 OKC or was it
Bro,
2012 OKC?
bro,
This
Boston wasn't even gonna beat the Pacers. They were
They were
gonna be
not.
down 3-1.
Boston was not going to
Let me
beat the
hear him. Hold on.
Pacers.
Let me
Hold on,
hear
that's
him.
a lie.
Hold on. Let me hold on. I want to hear what he gonna say. What you
They were
said?
getting their ass
this
kicked
team is
before
better
before
because
he
SGA
tore his
making
Achilles.
Exactly.
I can't hear him, bro. What you said?
a version of OKC team is better because SGA is making that team better. He's ceiling raising a team much better than KD ever did.
And
Nah,
Russ. And Russ.
he's better than 2012 Kevin Durant. I
Fuck
don't know
no.
about
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck
as a
no.
scorer,
Better
nah,
passer.
bro. As
He's
a
a better
scorer, no.
passer. He's a better passer, playmaker. He's much more versatile. And then on top of that, bro, he
He's not
actually
even that great of a passer.
How is he more versatile than Kevin Durant?
He doesn't play off the ball.
the
Well,
passing, playmaker.
off the ball, they're not even in the same galaxy off the ball.
No, I said the passing and playmaker repertoire.
He's not that great of a passer.
Wait,
Yeah, bro.
2012 Thunder had Andre Roberson, right?
He
Nah,
doesn't. Hold on. Listen. He doesn't.
they had
Hold on. He doesn't.
Sebalosha.
Hold on.
They
Wait.
had
Hold on.
Sebalosha.
Lauren.
They had Sebalosha.
Wait. Hold on.
Fabulous.
Lauren. SGA doesn't even elevate his teammates with his passing like Halliburton
Yes,
does.
he
Come
does.
on,
What the
bro.
fuck are you
No, he does
talking
not. He does not do it better than
about?
Halliburton, nigga. You sound dumb, bro. So are you saying all
How
right?
does
So
that be
He's still a good passer. That was what he did really good in Game 7, getting his
Elevation
teammates
only
the
Kevin
ball.
Durant, nigga. That's the point.
that's one game, nigga. I'm talking about SGA's
Hold
whole.
on. Time out. Can't try to switch the point. SGA elevate his team as a passer and playmaker much better than Kevin Durant. You switch it to Halliburton. First of all, Halliburton is one of like a top 3 playmaker. So obviously, you don't do it better than him, but he does it better than KD. That's what makes him better than KD. Cook.
But hold on. KD was one of the top playmakers in 2012. So that's where you cooked.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant was a better scorer and rebounder, though.
That too. So that's another reason why he's cooked. Come on, bro.
Look. The 2012 Thunder, bro.
They got robbed.
Whatever.
Look. In that series, they got robbed in game 2. They should have been up 2-0. And in that series, Kevin Durant, bro, they were calling bullshit fouls on him. And every time he went to the bench, the Heat made runs, bro. They got robbed, bro. That series was a little bit rigged, man.
Yeah, because LeBron choked in 2011, so they wanted to give it to him in 2012.
I went to 4 of those games, bro. And nigga, those shits was rigged, nigga.
Wait, which 4s did you go to? OKC and
Yeah,
Miami?
I was there OKC for game 2, and then I went all the ones in Miami.
Yeah, all right, so Lauren, so you seen Kevin Durant up close, right?
Yeah, that nigga's tall as fuck. He's like a stick.
Yeah, and he's fast as fuck too, right?
For his size, yeah.
And what you seen, right? Do you think that SJ could come close to touching that? That's like God, right?
What?
Nah, nigga, chill,
that's
nigga, chill.
Yo, Ken, what
That
the
nigga's
fuck
God.
are you talking about?
Man, yo.
That nigga's God, and he broke his ankle and he tore his Achilles. Shut up.
Wait, relax. Hold on, relax. Relax. He ain't break his ankle. He twisted it,
Yes,
bro.
no, he
Don't wish
didn't.
that.
He
Don't
broke
wish
it.
that on him.
No,
Hold
he
on.
did.
You
He
blazed him,
did.
but he probably got the most
And,
attributes out of any
and,
NBA player
and
ever.
2013, he did break his ankle.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Shit.
he did.
I thought it
So I
was his
think,
foot.
Yo,
It was
Ken, you
his
nah,
got
foot.
issues, bro.
I thought
yeah,
it was
that is
his
his
foot.
foot. That is his foot. Your ankle is his foot.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I do remember that because he was on a boot for the whole season. That's when Russ was going crazy.
Nah, Russell was still making boneheaded plays, so I'll say this team is better.
Not yet. Listen, listen. I think Sam Presti did a great job
They got
constructing.
robbed. They got robbed in that series, bro. I'm telling you.
No, but hold on. Listen, I don't
The
want to
games, bro. They
discredit.
got robbed in that series.
But I don't want to discredit this OKC team too much because I do want to give them credit. Like they won 68 games and they had the #1 seed throughout the whole season, and they took advantage of home court advantage and they got the job done. So I want to give them credit. You know what credit is due, but this team was like a way better constructed team than any of KD teams in OKC, and even Sam Presti, and even the OKC players right now would tell Mookie that. So I don't know why Mookie's trying to argue that KD had all his talent, he didn't get the job done, and then
I want to know
he
if
was.
Mookie would thinks the 2017 if this team would beat the 2017 Warriors though.
If he says yes, he's dicked out, bro.
Fuck no.
We overrating his team, bro.
Yeah, we are a little bit.
The NBA right now is like a weaker era right now.
Yeah, it is because it's more balanced. It's more
Yeah,
balanced
every
teams than the good
Bro,
team now.
really, the final should have been. Really, the final should have been the
Should have been
Nuggets. 'Cause
Knicks.
the Nuggets had them too, bro, and Pacers. I'm telling you, bro. And they're if teams were gonna get them, it had to be this year. Next year, they're gonna have the confidence, and the West ain't gonna be as good next year, bro. They're gonna
Facts.
have they're gonna have an easier time next year.
Facts.
The
But
East gonna be weak too, so whoever they get out the East is gonna be weak.
Look, the only thing that could derail OKC
it's
is
injuries.
is if Giannis gets pissed with Milwaukee and they trade him to a contender in the West. That's the only thing that would
Nah,
derail
but
Nah,
OKC.
I don't think
Giannis
Giannis
got to stay in
leaving.
the East.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis leaving.
Giannis not leaving, man. He's too loyal. I hate that about him.
Nah, bro, he might
Man, Giannis will
he
leave.
he might get pissed, bro, and he might leave, man.
He
Wait,
might
why
actually
he acting
stay
like
during the
so?
season,
Alright,
right?
so why he acting like he don't want to leave then? Well, he know he want to leave because they gonna be ass because Dame is out for the season.
Man, I'm tight about that, man. I want him to leave. I'm tight.
Your mic breaking up, bro.
Me?
Yeah, your shit choppy. You might gotta go back out and come back in.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, your shit choppy. But now, yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta give credit where credit to SJ. He won, damn, like Finals MVP, scoring title,
Like KD never
MVP.
had a season like this. Never.
This is
Like
one of the greatest individual seasons,
Okay,
accomplishments
all right.
wise.
Listen.
he's better
He
than
had a great.
SGA.
Hold on.
A
He
better
had a
basketball.
great. Hold on. He had a great season. He won the championship. Congratulations to him. But let's see what he does next season, bro. It's about building on it. It's not. It's not just, bro. You can't be better than playoff.
He's better.
Better.
He's better than him all time, Ken.
No, you can't do that off of one season, bro. No, you can't do that, bro. You
Ken,
can't.
he's better than him, Ken,
So
all
hold on.
time.
Hold on. You want to do that? Because I could name a couple of players who had a great one season, and they're not better than a lot of players. Come on, bro. Stop it, move. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. He had a great season, bro. I'll give it to him. So, all right. So, hold on. Let me ask you a question, Moot.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you think SGA is better than Tim Duncan?
As a player?
All time.
No.
Okay, so then how is he over Kobe?
He's not over Kobe all the time.
So what is the debate we was talking about with Kobe?
After he has a better season than Kobe.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, that's fine. You could say that. You can't really argue that because he
He got a better individual season than a lot of players. But
yeah,
he
I mean,
does.
that doesn't make him better than a lot like those players, though.
Yeah,
yeah, it
I agree
doesn't.
with that. But he
It
has a
doesn't.
better individual season. I give Mookie that. He do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
You
that's
can't
fine.
put him over guys like Giannis and Jokic shit. His
Yeah,
own contemporaries.
I'll give him credit. Yeah, he had a great season. I just
I
said it.
mean,
He had a
for
great
us like single season, you can. Cause it ain't many players in NBA history that had a season like
season. Like
SGA just
SGA.
had.
But
Like
when
he
you're
just
talking
had it, man.
overall accomplishments,
I'm
Giannis
not.
and Jokic
I'm
is
not
better.
talking,
Right.
but we were not talking
Giannis is
about
a
all overall
DPOY and an
accomplishment. We just talking
MVP,
about
bro.
just this
Come on.
single season. Just this single season.
He won
This
three.
is probably a top 5 single season individually for sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
agree
could.
with that, and I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that.
Wait, but Mook,
Sustained
hold on,
success weighs more
wait,
though.
but Mook, how was he over Katie all time though? I don't understand that.
He
If you say
glazing.
OKC, if you say OKC player, all right, maybe I'll give you that. But
KD
all
never had a
time,
run like Shea.
because he never had a run like Shea.
Facts.
Wait a
So
minute now.
wait,
Hold up.
So you value
wait,
one championship more than back to back championships.
Man, that was with a super team.
Hold on. By that logic, if you're gonna be consistent, he's better than Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan never had a run like this. Kobe never had a run like this.
That's a
Hakeem
lot.
never had a run like
All
Kobe did
this.
have
three,
a run like that. That's a
all
lot by
three,
Kobe.
all three
Hold on,
Duncan was better than this shit, bro.
Hold on. Even though Duncan, they're not better players. I just think that SGA is a better basketball player than KD.
Well, why is he? Explain why is he a better basketball player?
much more versatile offensively, much more scalable because of the passing powers he can provide. He's a better.
He's more versatile offensively.
Yeah, he's way more versatile offensively.
That's cap.
Nah, he
Uh,
ain't more versatile. That's a lie. I ain't gonna lie.
yes, he is.
Bro,
Wait,
his
Because the
playmaking,
fact,
bro.
SGA
because
is
the
better
fact,
and hold on. SGA is
hold
better
on,
in
hold
this
on,
part of
hold
the
on,
on the
hold on, bro.
court.
You let me explain, bro, and stop cutting me off. I said he's more a versatile offensive player because of the passing and playmaking that he provides at a high
Right.
level, something that KD
Yep.
doesn't do.
Right.
Are you saying from that standpoint?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
you
not
saying
saying
like
from a
that.
scoring standpoint, because if you obviously go off scoring, then I think KD's a better scorer than
Yeah,
SGA.
KD's just a better scorer.
All right. So you done?
I think SGA provides much better rim pressure. I think he bends the defense more on the basketball. I think he's a better passer, much playmaker. He knows how to process the court much better.
Better ball
And
handler.
also, when we're looking at defense,
He's
I
not a
think
better ball handler. That's a lie.
He's better ball
he is
handler
a
than
better
KD.
ball handler. What are you talking about? He's a
What
better
No,
about
no,
ball
he's
what
not.
about rebounding? What about rebounding?
KD don't got to take that many
KD
dribbles just
got
to
the
get a shot
rebound
off.
there.
That explains a
handler.
lot.
Because you don't have to take more jump shots. That don't mean he's a better ball handler. SGA
And
is
you
No,
really
I
can't
said
say he's a better defender than KD.
no. I hold on. You ain't getting what I just said. Just because you doing all that little fancy ass shit doesn't make you a better ball handler,
No,
nigga.
no,
If it,
no. He can get to his spots at will. That's the thing.
and
KD
KD can't.
struggles. Yeah, he struggles when you apply pressure.
Oh my
You
fucking
sound
god.
dumb as
What are you
fuck.
talking
Oh
about,
my
bro?
Yeah,
god.
this nigga can't. This nigga can't,
Nigga,
bro.
We're
hold
comparing
on, hold on. Y'all
SGA.
keep
You
hold on.
just saw him splitting two defenders.
Y'all
And
so
KD never do that.
in his
no.
prime.
Not to the
No,
level as
KD shoot over
SGA.
two
Oh my
defenders. He
god,
don't gotta
bro.
split
I
two
still
defenders. He
see
gonna shoot
KD's do.
over them.
Even though KD not in his prime, I still see KD do some of the same shit. Just simple fact, the nigga playing for a ass team.
KD handles are suspect, bro. When you check his
No, it's
handle,
not, nigga. You
yeah,
sound
yes, it is.
dumb.
KD just
You
had that.
can't average 25 and handles is fucking
KD
suspect.
just
That don't
had
make
that
Yes, you
cross.
sense.
Bro.
can.
No, you
KD,
cannot. Name me a player who has suspect handle average 25. That nigga sound dumb, bro.
nigga,
Shaq,
nigga,
Shaq,
King,
Shaq.
can
He
you
played with
start
Russell
sucking dick?
Westbrook and Steph Curry,
Yeah,
bro.
this is the thing you gotta understand, brother. KD handle is suspect when you apply pressure to him and get into his airspace, they crowd his airspace.
Yeah,
His
well,
handle,
SGA
his ball security is very loose,
see the
and he
same thing.
doesn't have control of the ball of the rock when you apply physical defense on Kevin Durant.
That's
Now,
every.
when you look at how his ability to be able to
No,
split
that's not.
in between herky jerky, between the legs, hezzy, tween, but all of that shit goes to SGA. SGA got much better ball handles than KD. Not even close.
Right.
Hey
He's a
Mookie, hey
guard, bro.
Mookie,
He's
where's
What
their
just make that
biggest?
effective? It just the fact that he's so damn deadly from that mid range was make you gotta realize when you so much deadly
KD's the
from a
better
spot.
mid-range shooter.
You
Velocity.
ain't wait, you ain't getting let me
yeah.
talk see
KD
you finish
also
what I'm
better,
saying.
and KD also
When
more
you
efficient too.
when you so much of a threat from a spot, like
KD more
when you
efficient.
easy getting into your spots,
Hold on,
it's gonna
Flock.
be hard to get hard.
KD is more. Hold on, Miguel. KD is also more efficient than Kobe. Is he better than Kobe?
No,
As a
but what I'm
scorer,
saying is that's
as a
what you no,
scorer, hold on.
that's what your criteria is. You always be
Hold on,
arguing about
Mingo, hold on, Mingo.
efficiency.
This nigga
That's the
As
only
a
just
thing you
scorer,
cry about efficiency. He's
Yeah,
not
as
this
a
efficient. He's not
nigga
efficient. That's all you cry about.
He
I don't
bring it up
mention
when he talking
efficiency.
about
You
Kawhi
do.
all the time.
That's all
yeah,
you
he
holler
be
about is
saying
efficiency.
yeah, fact. He love efficiency, but now he don't like efficiency where it don't harp on his point. Come on.
I think. Hold on. Hold on. I love efficiency, but I
Yeah.
think that to maximize a nigga like KD, he has to be off the ball playing with a system and flow that is designed to
More
be able to maximize
versatility.
him. KD loses value when he's not on the basket, when he's not um, on the or off the basketball. SGA, when he's on the basketball, he can provide value. When he's off the basketball, he can provide value as a screener, as a
Right.
guy that can be able to post up. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
Get to the
Post
spot.
up.
let me
Mookie,
say something about that.
Mookie, what
Let me
gap
say
is better, the playmaking
Lorraine, hold on.
or the
Shit, you
playing
been
on the
talking
ball?
out stream. Shit,
I
hold
think
on.
I think the playmaking gap is so extremely better, and I think
Well, I mean,
Nah, hell
okay,
nah,
hold on,
bro. Hell
there's
nah,
This nigga
hell
is
so much
nah,
funny,
things.
bro.
hell
Oh
hold
my.
on,
nah.
wait. Okay, I admit it.
There's so much things that SGA can do, like when he doesn't score, that has a greater impact to KD, bro.
Right.
SGA is not an elite playmaker, bro.
Bro, but
He's
he
a
can
great.
shrink the
He's
Nah,
floor.
he a decent, he a good decent playmaker. He not no
yeah,
elite
yeah.
playmaker though.
But
He,
but
he,
but
he
Kevin
not.
You
Durant
don't
is
have
an
to hold
all-time
on.
great
You don't have
ball
to be
player.
hold on. You don't have to be the elite playmaker
Right.
to be in a tier above Kevin Durant.
Nah, that's not my point I'm making.
I know that, but look, he's a great. Look,
God damn, Lord,
I'll
right?
give you he's a great, but Kevin Durant is an all-time great off the ball player, like all-time
Yeah,
great,
but
like one of
Kevin
the best
Durant is
ever.
not. He is a great off the ball player, but like I said, His is more relying on scheme players that you got to fit around him. I feel like you can put less players around SGA, and he can still be able to rise the level of his team much better than KD.
I don't know about that too much. Cause I mean, at the same, and the reason I tell you why I disagree with that when you also say he a better off ball player than KD, we forgetting the whole fact that
I didn't say he a better off the ball player than KD. That never
oh
came out.
oh oh. So hold on. So basically, hold
I
on.
said
So
that.
I say he's
hold-
more versatile, and I think that KD's ability is off the basketball. That's where he makes his.
no, hold on. This one I'm saying. What you had said. You had said you think like he got less people around him, he can rise the team better. And I said that's the reason why I disagree with that because you forgetting the whole fact, nigga. The Thunder literally since like 3 years now, they literally been planning this shit for the build this big ass team to finally get them a ring. They been doing this shit for years now. This team literally is set for the win. Nigga, Alex Caruso. You got J Dub. I mean, let's be honest. KD instead of the Warriors, KD never just really had no good scheme team around him like that for real. Just like where he really can just build up around and got to have alpha. You get what I'm saying?
What about Brooklyn? What about Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, he traded the good
Hold on.
teammates.
First of all, I want to say this. Yeah, defensively, they had the pieces around SGA to compete for the defense, but offensively is a whole different thing. Part of the reason why OKC was an elite offense, both in the regular season and the playoffs, is because of SGA and how his ability to make the job around the players around him much easier, their job around him much easier because his
Yeah, he's a
ability that
floor
he
raiser.
can be able to make plays and be able to make reads that's helping Caruso, Casey Wallace, multiple all these guys that are 3-and-D players that are really not good, that really not good ball handlers. They're not table setters. They're not guys that being able to bend the defense. So when you look at Kevin Durant has never played on a team on a roster that you can sit there and look at and say, well, they're not a ball handler or they're not guys that can be able to bend the defense, right? And he's still able to elevate that team that lack that elite level creation to a top 2 offense, both in the regular season and the postseason. KD has never played with a
Okay, I can see what you're saying right
never,
there.
and if he
I
and
give
if he did, hold on, and if he did, he's never elevated to the degree of SGA. So when you say that the Thunder had this team that built around, bro, they had the youngest team in the league. Caruso, Hardenstein,
Chip DNA.
missed most of the games this season, and yet SGA was still able to raise the floor of the team. So
Hold on, fuck them missing the games of the season. Let's worry about the playoffs. They showed up in the playoffs. That wouldn't matter most. So I'm not really too much tripping about the regular season.
they were inconsistent in the playoffs to the point where
Nigga, Alex Caruso is one of the most important pieces
yeah, he
during this
was
playoffs. We being honest.
defensively, but offensively is my point. Nobody's sitting there saying they didn't have a defense to be able to win. I'm saying
I'm not talking about their
offensively,
defense.
you got to put points on the basket. The main
Hey,
game,
J Dub had 40 points one of them games.
But you got to realize what really gets SGA going though. I don't know if you didn't realize it. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, he gonna do him at the end of the day. But you gotta realize what just makes him the way you can just space out his team. You ain't gotta worry about it. No goddamn non-shooter on the court because everybody can shoot. Everybody is a threat. So you gotta play them honest.
not everybody. Well,
Nigga, that whole starting five can shoot a three.
they're not. They see. This is the thing. I think the shooting spirits got to go more deep into like more nuances, bro. Because the thing is that yeah, the OKC is generating open looks, but the point is that in this whole entire playoffs, they didn't shoot well from open looks. They didn't, like on open threes, they shot 32%. On contested threes, they shot 20%. So, like I sat there and said, is that yeah, those guys can occasionally hit shots, but they're not providing that elite level spacing because you can gap off a nigga like Caruso. You can gap off a nigga like Luke Dort. You can gap off a nigga like what's that nigga name? Chat. These guys are not consistent high level 3-point shooters. And when
I mean, of course they not. Of course, I mean everybody.
What I mean gap off mean is that the nearest player that is guarding that said player, he can be able to play the gaps off that player without worrying or
about said player.
Or without worrying about a 3-pointer giving up. That like they would live with Caruso taking a late three in the corner, sending a soft closeout because they whole
Shit, that's the shit he be hitting.
So, like I said, it just. I mean, I disagree.
I be worried about that nigga. I'm not finna a nigga
Do
closing
y'all
out on
think?
him. He
They
wide open
rather
for the
that
corner.
beat them than Shea beat them
Do y'all think
or Jalen
2012?
Williams.
Do y'all think
But I
2012?
understand. I
Kevin
understand you
Durant
saying that, but it's hard
could
to
have
do
taken
that.
his team to the championship, movie.
You
Huh?
said what?
2012 Durant, you don't think could have taken his team to the championship?
No.
What about if he put Shea on that team? Could they go to the finals?
Which one?
If you remove Kevin Durant and put Shea on that 2012 team, do you think they go to the finals?
Uh,
Bro,
I hate
the
asking
roster.
that hypothetical because you got SGA and
They're not beating the
Westbrook,
Spurs.
First of
which
all,
is a
They're not
bad
beating the
fit.
Spurs.
them two different eras of NBA. So the play styles
They're
very
and
not.
I hate
different.
answer, hold on, and
They're not beating the Spurs.
I hate answer that question because I don't think they would do it because at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook and Shea play the same position. They play the same position. Most of them guys' value come on the basketball. Even though Shea can play off the basketball, I just don't think that's unless if you replace it with an other wing, then yeah, they can.
And Kawhi would have locked his ass up
I
too.
ain't gonna lie, you gotta know how to scheme SJ Rifle just for to have him going out the ball because
Kawhi would have clamped that
you
nigga
can't just like give no guy like SJ
because
just don't get not
that
saying he
was
can't
athletic
catch and
Kawhi.
shoot. Not saying he can't catch and shoot, but he ain't just no guy you could just catch and shoot depend on for real. He gotta have the ball in his hand of get him going.
Yeah, but SGA could have moved
If he's
to
off
the
the
2 or the 3.
basketball, if he's off
I
the
mean,
You
that's
said
basketball.
most
what?
of the guys in this era have to have the ball
Let
in
me
their
tell
hand
y'all
to be
something.
effective.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I told y'all when we was watching the playback shit on game 4, I said the only way to get SGA going because they were basically top locking him, pressing up full court. You know what I'm saying? Because they were having Jada ball. And I said the only way to get him going is use him as a screener. When they start using him as a screener, he scored every possession. That's what got him going in that fourth quarter. But I'm saying that this is that. The one thing I want to see SGA, because SGA is going to get better. I want him to add the dimension off the ball, be much better off the basketball and talking about in terms of moving, cutting much more, relocating. I mean, that's the things I want to see him, which is going to lock the arsenal because, if teams do play that type of defense, he can be able to have counters to that. But the amount of schemes that he's seen in this playoffs was just crazy. And that's why I sat there and said in modern basketball it's crazy, bro, what we see.
So, bottom line, you just think he's a better player than KD overall.
Could we talk about something else? I don't want to talk about this shit no more, bro.
Kevin Durant's a better off the ball basketball player though.
Can we talk about something else? Yeah.
It's not even close.
KD could fit
It's not even
in
close.
more systems.
Hold on. Tonight is about OKC. Let's talk about something. I don't even want to talk about this shit.
What's
Mookie?
Mookie?
Talking to Mookie is like talking to a fucking brick wall when it comes to KD, bro. I swear to God, it is, bro.
Most points per game.
When it comes to
Win
KD.
an NBA final.
Yeah, but that's regular season. Not combine the other thing.
I ain't buying, nigga. I ain't nigga.
Yeah, so
Gotta remember, 2 finals MVP to his 1.
We've got forward, they searching. Scaramucci and the big bad perfect. Me never said the girl from this mama urgent. And the boy
I don't
test
remember
me
close to
sound
deal right now. Fuck.
For my sound is a champion to bumbo clap. And me ready figure pull jump and bumbo clap. Let me put the plate and a them bumbo clap. If you diss my son, we a go write them off. Give them 6 more 7.
I ain't gonna lie,
well,
NBA still some bitches though. They trying to get all these Canadian
y'all
out
play too
of the
much.
country ass players to be the face. Why the
It
fuck you want
more
an American
shots.
to face of the
6
league?
more, 7 more. It more shots.
Hey, hold on, I got something about that, bro. To be honest, it's the Americans' mentality, bro.
It's not my
It's
fault
American
that y'all
players' mentality.
it's not
Hold on,
my
too many
fault.
people talking.
It's not my fault that y'all let SGA take that range, bro. He's the face of the NBA. He is the face of the NBA.
He
He
not
is.
he not the face.
He's born.
Yes, he
He's
is.
born.
Yes, he is.
He just assumed apparently
No,
just one of the best players in the league.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ain't nobody
LeBron is
gonna look
still
at
the
him.
face of the NBA. LeBron is the face of the
Yeah, well,
NBA.
yeah,
that man
LeBron
can't
actually
be the,
still
hold on,
technically the
that
face.
man can't be the face of the NBA.
That nigga need to retire.
Who?
So it man can't be
LeBron.
NBA.
Man, he could still
Hey,
drop 20,
hey,
87 right
And
now.
hey,
dude, hold
Boogie.
on,
Hey,
Mook, I think
Boogie
hold
saw
on, I
that
think you ain't
video.
getting it right now.
Hey, Boogie saw
Nigga,
that video.
is
When he
y'all
was in
still
New York.
forgetting the fact that Ant-Man is only 23? This nigga haven't really reached his prime yet, honestly.
Yeah,
People don't realize it.
Ant-Man's not on SGA
He
level.
regressed, bro. All that nigga
No,
is a 3-point shooting jacker. That's all he is now, bro.
that's all he is, bro. Everybody worry about
He hold on, that's a lie. He actually not a three point shooting jack. I mean, hell,
Bro, he
that's
led the league in
nigga. If
3-point
you lead
shooting.
nigga, hold on. First of all, did you not see this nigga percentage this year and his volume? Of course, I'm gonna keep taking three. What the fuck you want me to
It
stop?
don't matter, bro. And the players
Oh
what
my
it do
fuck.
what good to do
Hold on,
in the
hold on.
playoffs.
Let me cook this dumb bitch real quick, bitch. When you one of the best 3-point shooters in the league, I'm not finna decrease my motherfucking volume just because motherfucker got something to say about it. Nigga, you should take more of them.
Why you taking 10 threes, nigga, when nobody said if you're going to the basket?
You said, hold on, say that one more time.
Why are you taking 10 threes a game when nobody can stop you going to the basket? Look, SGA don't take threes, and look,
Nigga, cause it's
MVP
not
scoring
SGA
title,
game.
and
Cause it's
that
not his
wasn't
game.
Ant-Man's game either, and that wasn't his game either.
How can you say that's not his game when he developed his goddamn three ball to be one of the best shooters in the league? I mean, you can't just say
Bro,
that's not
bro,
his game when he clearly do the shit.
that takes away from his overall game, man.
What do you mean that's gonna lengthen his career? He can't just drive all the time.
Exactly. I mean, here, this what you think that's how Curry gonna be when he get older.
The way he plays,
Curry gonna just be a goddamn
the
catch and
way he
shoot nigga when
plays,
he get older.
the way he plays
Not saying Curry.
is not winning basketball. I'm sorry, it's not.
That's not the case. The
I
reason
mean,
why
SGA in a way better situation. He's in a really good
exactly,
situation.
and then what people not realizing, do y'all realize that the damn Timberwolves wasn't even expected to get out the first round? Do y'all realize the Timberwolves got an ass head coach? The nigga ass, okay? I mean, they got a solid team, but we know Julius Randle won't finna win with that nigga as being the second best player on the team. We knew that, but he did show up in the playoffs. I give him that though.
Yo,
That nigga stepped up
I'm
this year.
so glad KD didn't go to Minnesota. Fuck Minnesota.
But
He ain't
yeah,
gonna
people
do
not
shit in
realizing that
Houston.
though.
What he gonna do in Houston?
He gonna be better than Minnesota. I can bet you that. You want to bet money?
Who did Minnesota run into
He would have
though? Who
been
did
better in
Minnesota run
Minnesota.
into?
Hey, y'all saw
Minnesota.
that
And Mook,
LeBron?
you talking about
Hey,
he a 3-point jacker, nigga? You was just
hey,
rooting for him against the Lakers.
hey, Ken, how you gonna let LeBron go into your city and he not check in, bro? Y'all saw that video? LeBron, he was in New York today, and so nigga was talking about like, oh, you can't be doing that shit over here, LeBron. He's like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You're not Mike. You're not Kobe, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, or some shit like that. That shit was
Yo,
funny.
I ain't gonna lie, LeBron. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm LeBron, bro, I'm
But it
looking at
ain't
the.
happening.
Listen. I'm looking at the NBA landscape, and if
He
I'm
should
him, bro,
retire, bro.
I will. No. I will leave the Lakers and go to the East because the East is wide open, bro. You can get to the finals, LeBron, if you come to
It
the
ain't
East.
happening. Lord Rand, it ain't happening. LeBron is a billionaire. You really think? Never mind. I'm gonna leave that like that. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you out there.
He not gonna retire. Look, I think he want to play like
That
one
nigga
more.
Boule, he ain't gonna retire.
He probably want to play one more year, but I think he should come to the Knicks or the Cavs.
He's done, bro. He should retire. Every year he plays, he hurts his fake ass goal case even more.
Oh Lord, here we
What do
go.
you mean? What fake goat
I
case?
really, I don't. You really can't
How
say
about
Yeah,
to say?
because
How about to say?
he
Here
don't
we
have
go.
one.
That's why I
as
say
He
here
don't
long
we
as
have
you
go.
one.
play, really, just because
Yeah, he
no,
don't
that
have
don't
one.
really make sense.
Here you go. Now these LeBron fans finna come out
Look,
with
This
all
what
I
though. This
gotta
what though.
say is this,
oh
Hold on,
man.
hey,
Lord.
nah, I'm gonna
No,
40,000,
we not
Here we
starting that.
go.
10,000,
No,
Hey,
no,
Duddy,
no,
let's
10,000.
take it.
no,
First of
no,
all,
no.
no, hold on, wait,
Here we
Lil Ram, let me
go.
tell you something.
I knew it
Kobe
was
would never be in a go case. Kobe,
I knew it was
he'll never
coming.
reach them.
Why we got?
I knew it was coming.
Why we
I
always
knew it
got
was
this?
coming.
I swear,
Bron.
bro. Like, hey, yo, this shit is like meant to be. Every time we have a stream, bro, we'll do so good, and then out of nowhere, somebody bring LeBron, and they will start debating if he's the GOAT, bro. Like, we could never have a stream where we don't talk about this. I swear.
But
I swear we can't. We can't, bro.
all I know is
Hey,
SGA.
just like
All I
how
know is
Mookie said, Shea a better playmaker than KD. LeBron's a better playmaker than Jordan, so he's a better basketball player than him. He's more versatile.
nah. Wait a minute. Now I
LeBron is
disagree with
not a
that
better
though.
than Jordan.
No, he's not. He can't
Hold on, what
play.
you just said?
He
Wait
can't
a minute.
play
I
more
disagree with
offensive.
that.
He's not
Hey, I
more
ain't
You
gonna lie, too
disagree
versatile
many
than
that
y'all, too
Jordan.
LeBron
many
is a
y'all
better
talking at the wrong
playmaker than
time,
Michael
bro.
Jordan.
Yes, I disagree with that.
Oh,
Cause
he's not.
When
Oh,
Jordan was
he's not
caught
a
when
he's not a
when
more
LeBron
Jordan was
actually is
versatile
a better playmaker
offensive
now.
player.
well, wait a
He's
minute,
not.
but wait a minute, but when Jordan was called to play make and do all the stuff that LeBron would do, he did it. He
Yeah.
did it and maybe better.
Yeah, he did.
Nah, he
Go
he
back
No,
and
not
you
look
better
at it. Go
can't,
back and
bro.
look
playmaker.
at his stats. Go back.
You can
If you
say
don't
He do
believe me,
not
go
have
back
the
and look at
court
his
vision
stats.
hold
of
on. First of
LeBron
all,
James. He don't. Come on, bro. Stop.
stats don't
Go,
really determine just better
what
playmaker
Yeah,
you
going
mean?
off assists.
What determines
and
it then? So
and
what determines it?
Just go. Hold
LeBron
on.
don't got the
Okay,
shot making.
how do you determine like when you what stats do you determine for being a better playmaker than somebody?
I mean, well, LeBron
I'm
gonna have
saying
super
Turnover
this.
stats
to
for
Let's see
sure.
assist
something in
ratio.
y'all.
Turnover to assist ratio.
Well,
But
LeBron
Yeah,
gonna have the best.
hold on,
yeah.
wait.
Jordan's
Why
better.
you putting your
Jordan's
cape on
better.
playing Captain
Jordan's
Sabo?
better.
Let him talk. I know what
Le,
you're saying.
LeBron, that right there, one of them. What he just said, one of them. But
Nigga, you want to
Yeah.
think about this shit until you said it.
yeah, that's how well because that ain't. I mean, that's common sense. That's the common sense answer. I wasn't gonna go with the common sense answer.
Also,
That's the
court
common sense
vision.
answer.
This is really too court vision.
I mean, what the,
So there's a stat for court vision now?
no,
No, but
that's
I'm
not a
saying you
stat for
could tell
court
with your
vision.
eye test. Like
But that's
LeBron
what
makes
okay, but
harder
that's
passes than
I test
Jordan.
is goddamn what's the
Tougher
word I'm looking
passes.
for that shit?
What the hell does that got to do with anything?
No, I asked the question I asked you. What stat do you use to determine who a better playmaker than somebody?
Man, you can
Ain't no
use all
stat
types.
for it.
You can use
Okay,
all
so what
types of
stats you
stats.
use for it?
LeBron is clearly a better playmaker than Michael Jordan.
And well, I mean, what y'all gonna use total stats? Y'all using total stats to determine that?
This bitch right here.
What
He
what
Don't
y'all
worry
someone's
about
using?
it.
Y'all
better.
using turtle stats to
Hey,
determine
hey,
that?
hey,
Okay, boy,
hey.
you use
He's
stuff like he said.
he's
Okay, of
someone's
course,
better as a
turnover wrong.
playmaker when he needs his team to show up in the playoffs and hit some shots. They don't do it. Why? Because he don't give them the confidence and or the reps, or they don't actually play equal opportunity offense where these guys can hit the shots. There's a reason why in the playoffs, all these guys that got passes from Jordan, they hit the shots, bro, because they actually ran a team system, bro.
Mm.
A big difference getting reps during the regular season than going to the playoffs and all of a sudden, oh, hot potato, make this shot, nigga. Big difference, bro.
Mm.
Big difference.
LeBron's not hot potato. LeBron give people wide open shots. What are you talking about?
Man, please, bro.
LeBron is
Please,
not
bro.
LeBron
Luca. He's
definitely.
not. He's not a grenade thrower. Stop it. Stop. He's not a
Bro,
grenade. He's not
LeBron
James. Come
definitely
on. Stop it.
Luka
as a
Doncic,
Nah, he
Stop it.
won't watch
Luka
the
Doncic
LeBron
is a
leads.
preseason.
better
as a better
playmaker than
playmaker.
LeBron
LeBron.
leads to wide open
Luka
shots. What do
Doncic
you
is a
Oh,
mean?
you
better
like
Luka
PT,
Doncic
don't
is a
you?
better playmaker than LeBron.
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah,
How
he's
much
a
did you
better
see
pass.
MJ
He's
goddamn
a better
dot in no
passer.
plays
He's
more
a
than he
better
The
did this
passer.
nigga
pressure
LeBron?
that
He got
LeBron
better.
puts on the
He
rim,
got
he
man.
always
Stop it.
draws an extra defender. So there's always going to be someone open.
Yeah, that too.
Well, not no. Well, that's most superstar players, ain't it?
Nah, because I mean that's the same thing
On
today
the
in
level of
SGA.
LeBron,
That's most superstar. Any
Um,
superstar
Bro,
caliber player that drives to the
Luca
basket
got better
gonna create
vision.
open
He's a
shots.
better
Name one
passer.
that
but
What are you
don't.
talking
okay,
about?
hold on. Wait, listen right here. This one I'm finna get you,
Luca
nigga.
benefits
Just
from an era of a lot of 3 pointers, bro.
okay,
Nah,
nigga.
bro.
Just
No,
listen.
no, no. Go back to what you just said. You
Hold
just
on.
said
I'm
that
finna
nobody
answer it
don't
for
put
you.
more pressure on the rim than LeBron. And I
I'm
was
finna
like,
answer
well,
it for you.
all superstar caliber players do that. Name a superstar caliber player that don't put pressure on the rim and also create open shots for their teammates.
And how many
Name a
make the right?
superstar
And how
caliber
many?
player that don't
And,
do that.
hold on. And how many make the right decision to get to the open man?
Well,
Bro,
Jokic, you got Jokic,
everybody,
you got
bro, bro,
Luca.
bro,
Okay,
bro,
nigga,
bro,
that's Jokic.
bro,
Jokic
bro,
one of the
bro,
best playmakers
bro.
of
Y'all
all
niggas
time.
I'm
overrate
just
that
saying, you
fucking
said
pass it
name. I
to the
started
open
naming
guy,
players.
Okay,
bro.
what about Giannis? Giannis don't always make the right decisions
Yeah,
Hey,
he
unless he
does,
just
Giannis
being on
bro.
averaged
fire.
6 assists though.
This nigga, here you go. This dumb nigga.
What,
Assists do
but
not
do he not?
determine the end.
I mean,
Bro,
what are
Giannis
you
is a good
saying?
playmaker, bro.
What
Giannis is
are
a
you
good
saying?
playmaker.
Like I'm not understanding
Giannis
what
is
you're saying.
a solid playmaker. He not
Bro,
just all that.
anybody can collapse the defense if you get to the rim and pass it to the open guy, bro. Anybody can do that.
But it's not always about passing to the open guy.
To
It's
the
about getting a
level of
better shot than it.
LeBron James, the
Nigga, that's a
freakiest
telegraphed
athlete
ass
we've seen in the
pass.
NBA.
Stuff like that can
No,
be telegraphed.
he's
Nigga,
not a
Nah,
people
better
he's
show
athlete
not.
than
man
Will
out
That's a
there.
lie
Chamberlain.
too. There go
He's
another
not a better
lie.
athlete than Will Chamberlain.
Okay, you shot towards the
Nah,
open man.
you
Hold
didn't see
on.
Will Chamberlain, Lauren.
Like you
How can
can't
you
Yeah,
say
even
that
say
we haven't
that.
seen him?
Like,
Bro, nah.
come on, man.
I'm
Vince
what are
done.
you
Carter
talking about?
is a better
He,
athlete than LeBron.
he
All
could
right,
have gone
all
to the
right, I get
Olympics,
it.
bro.
More athletic.
No, I get it. I give it to him.
Vince
I
Carter
mean,
is a
look,
better athlete than LeBron. I would say
that's
that.
No,
that's tough.
no, no,
A
no,
better
he wasn't.
athlete.
wasn't. No, he
Yes,
He
wasn't.
not
No,
no
he
better
athlete.
wasn't.
fucking athlete than LeBron.
No, he
Athletic.
But
wasn't.
what Vince
He's more
Carter was
athletic than
ridiculous,
LeBron.
Vince
That's what
bro.
I'm
Carter
saying.
might be more athletic, but he not no better athlete. That's the
Yeah, he's
thing.
not a better
Athletic. He's
athlete
more.
though.
I'm gonna say he's more athletic than LeBron. Let me
Yeah,
put
he
it
He
might
that
was
be
way.
more
no, he was
athletic.
more
He's not.
athletic at his peak. He had a higher
Nah,
athletic peak. I'll give you that.
no, he's
I'll
not.
give
He's
him that.
not. He's not. He's
Y'all
not.
niggas be saying anything, man. I'm gonna say that now. Then I heard one
Vince
of y'all
Carter.
dumb.
You said Vince Carter
I
wasn't
heard one of you
more
dumb ass niggas.
athletic than LeBron.
I heard one of you dumb ass niggas say
LeBron
Tim
is
Duncan more
faster, and
athletic than LeBron.
they both have a 44-inch vertical.
Which one
Bro,
of you
Vince
niggas said?
Carter. I seen Vince Carter jump over people. Over
I know
people.
that,
Come
but
on, bro.
Hey, Mook, who the fuck you with?
44-inch vertical though.
And LeBron is my guy, bro. LeBron is definitely one of the most freak athletes in NBA history. Top two, top three for sure.
I'll give you that.
What I about to say? So which one of you niggas had said that dumb shit earlier about Tim Duncan being more athletic than LeBron? Some
Ain't
shit like
nobody
that.
said that.
More
Somebody
athletic?
said. So you said an athlete or something like that.
Nigga over here making up shit. Nigga, ain't nobody say that.
One of y'all niggas was arguing something about Tim Duncan and LeBron earlier. I can't remember what it was.
Oh no, somebody said about being more skilled. I think somebody asked about being more skilled.
Okay, yeah, I disagree with this still. In what way?
I mean, Tim
Oh
Duncan is
no.
a big fundamental. I mean, his
Well,
fundamentals
no, I
was elite.
I take that back. He actually might
LeBron
be
played 20 more Hall of Famers in the finals than Michael Jordan. I'm just saying that just to say it.
Okay, cool. And how many more Hall of Famers did he go to the finals with though?
Well, I can name the Hall of Famers he played with.
Same amount.
Ray Allen, washed up Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade,
Ray Allen was
Kyrie
not
Irving.
washed up. That's cap.
He was definitely washed up.
That's cap. That's cap.
He was
That's
washed
cap. You
up.
started off capping.
Saved that series.
You started off
He
capping.
saved the series. Yeah, he saved the series. I give
You
it to
started
him.
off capping.
Yep, he saved the series. He made a big shot. He made some big shots. Got to give it to him. So did Robert Horry. He was still washed.
The leading scorer, the last 7 minutes and overtime in the game for the Heat. Yeah, Ray Allen, him, the washed up nigga.
He got hot,
Dwayne
bro.
Wade, who won a championship before LeBron got there.
Dwayne Wade wasn't the same player.
It doesn't matter. He won a championship before your man got there.
He was still first team on NBA the first year they went to the finals.
LeBron played a higher level of competition than Jordan did.
Hey, you can say whatever you want to say.
In the finals?
Yeah,
just over his career. He played better teams.
Jordan played more 60 plus win teams in the final.
And more 50 win teams overall. He beat.
He didn't play a 73-9 team with three Hall of Famers.
Yeah, they all
and
got
come
hurt.
back 3-1.
Yeah, they all got hurt.
No, they didn't get hurt. What are you talking about?
I mean, Steph was hurt and Draymond got suspended.
Were they on the court or were they off the court? They were on the court, right?
Got suspended that one game.
That's him for. Tell him keep his
Man,
control
LeBron
himself.
stepped over
LeBron
that,
can't
man.
control
And
that.
stop the cap. LeBron stepped over that, man. I would have did the same thing. I don't blame Draymond Green for what he did with LeBron. LeBron stepped over that, man. Come on, bro. You ain't have to step over that, man. You could have walked around. You stepped over that, man. He pushed him off. I would have did the same thing.
What team did Michael Jordan go against that's comparable to the 2011 Spurs, the 2013 Spurs, to 2016, 2017 Warriors? He played no teams that are comparable to those teams.
And they all beat
it. What in the finals or
Jordan. He never played a team comparable to those teams.
Or overall, or just in the finals.
He always had the stacked deck, the most stacked deck. Always.
That's cap.
Are you saying the finals or
Jordan on the play with
he
one
had another top 5 player in his era on his team. LeBron has LeBron played with the top 5 era from his deck? LeBron has never played with the current top 5 player in NBA.
Jordan on the play with one stack. Jordan on the play with one All-Star. How did he have a stack deck?
What are you talking about?
Because he had other good players on the team that were good on other teams, like Tony Kukoc, like Ron Harper,
You lie.
Horace Grant. He had a really good team.
Hold up, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You is lying.
When LeBron played with Dwayne Wade, he was a top 5 player in the league.
He was.
When he played,
He was.
He wasn't. He was first team in the NBA. What are you talking about?
He was. Dwayne Wade definitely was a top 5 player when him and LeBron linked up.
Anthony Davis.
He was better. So he was better than Derrick Rose at that point. He was better than Derrick Rose. He was better than Kobe Bryant. He was better than Tim Duncan. That's what you're saying.
That's only 3 players. Name some more. That's 3 players.
Go look at the season before. And go look.
When he finished what, second in MVP voting, he averaged like 29 something, or was that 2 seasons before?
He named 3 players. Name some more. And LeBron, that's 4.
On a bad
Name
team,
another.
he averaged 30 on a bad team.
Oh
and LeBron, that's 4. Name another one.
Hey, Mingler, he capped. So we got Dwayne Wade. when Anthony Davis joined them on the Lakers, he was a top 5 player. When
No,
Luka
he
joined
was
him, he was a
not.
top 5
Yes, he
player.
was.
Anthony
Yes,
What are
he
you
Davis was
talking
was.
not a
about, nigga?
top 5 player. He
Anthony
wasn't better
Davis
than
was a
Giannis.
top
He
5
wasn't better
player.
than
Stop capping.
Kawhi. He wasn't
Bro,
better than Steph Curry. He wasn't better
Oh
than
my
Kevin
god.
Durant. What are you talking about?
bro, Anthony Davis was
He
a
wasn't
top
better
5
than
Hold on,
player
James
at the
Harden.
time.
What are you talking
He
about?
was better than James Harden at that time. During around that
bro.
time, he was better than James Harden around
No,
that
he was
time.
not.
Yes, he was.
Didn't Anthony Davis finish runner up the DPOI that year?
Yep.
In DPOY,
And
To
MVP,
that
Giannis.
and
doesn't
Yep.
make
MVP
him a
too,
better
and
player than
MVP,
He
Giannis.
finished
and
second. He
MVP,
finished
and
second.
MVP,
He finished second
and
in
You
MVP,
said
DPOI
top 5 player.
and finished
Top
what
5 player.
maybe third in MVP
Oh,
voting, maybe fourth.
and what about Luca? Top 5 player?
He's 40.
Oh my God, he's 40, but he made all NBA team.
What were you talking about with Michael Jordan when he was 40?
What about
Huh?
him? Hey,
Let's
Man,
talk about
hey,
him ducking wreck from Hakeem. He
Mike was
duck wreck and
injured.
went to go play baseball.
Mike
He
was
duck wreck.
injured.
okay, cool.
When
Hey,
he
Yeah.
had comp, he ducked.
hey,
When he had comp, he ducked.
Oh,
And his team still went to the second round. The Bulls made it to the second round without Jordan.
yeah, and got beat down.
That showed you how good that team was. You take the
Nah,
quote
that don't
unquote
show you
best
nothing.
basketball player of all time off that team, and this said team still makes it to the second round.
So a team that make it to the second round is a good team. That what you telling me?
Didn't they take the Knicks to like 6 games?
Yeah, but they lost. So what?
So you telling me you take the best basketball, quote unquote, best basketball player ever off a team, and they still take a team to the second round? Didn't the Knicks go to the finals that year?
What year that was 90? What that was 93 or 94? What year that was? That was 94. Yeah, they went to the finals that year.
And lost to the Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take LeBron off a team, and they're a poverty franchise immediately.
That's cap.
That's not cap. This is facts.
That's cap because
This
LeBron
is
is like
facts.
LeBron
If
is like
LeBron leaves your
Galactus. He suck
team,
all the energy out
you're
of
going to
the
start
team.
getting number 1 overall draft picks. You're going to start
you know
being a
why?
lottery
Because,
team.
you know why?
You're going
Because
to be
he
a
trade
lottery
all
team.
their assets. He trade all
No.
their assets. That's why.
No. If LeBron
He trade
leaves,
up all their
you
assets.
suck.
That's why.
Jordan left. They still made it to the second round.
LeBron leave Cleveland. He trade up all their assets and all that. Same thing with the Cleveland. See, when LeBron, before LeBron got to Cleveland, Kyrie Irving didn't have that team that LeBron had when LeBron returned back to Cleveland. Kyrie Irving didn't
Jordan
have the same
couldn't win
team.
without Pippen.
So what we
LeBron
talking
took
about?
Mo Williams to the finals.
What we talking about? Well, what you mean? LeBron couldn't win without Dwayne Wade. What you saying? Neither one of them won a championship during that
Who was
span.
more vital in those championships, LeBron James or Dwayne Wade? No, I'm going to say this. Who was more vital in those championships, Scottie Pippen or Dwayne Wade?
Well, I mean, Jordan done won more, so I would say Scottie Pippen. They won 6. I mean, LeBron and Dwayne on the 1 too. So yeah, I would say Scottie Pippen because they won 6 together.
You agreeing with my point, bro.
Yeah, I will have to say that because they won 6. They won 6. I mean, you can't deny 6 championships. That's a lot of championships.
Jordan was blessed to be drafted to a competent franchise, and then
he wasn't drafted. No, now
he
you're
was
lying.
lucky to start
Now
winning
you're
at the
really
end
lying.
of the era when all the great players
Jordan
got
wait a
old,
minute, stop
like
lying, bro.
Bird
Jordan was not
and
drafted
think
to
about
a
it. When he
competent
won
franchise.
his first championship, he beat a
In
washed
91.
up Magic Johnson.
In 91,
and James
Jordan won his
Worthy.
first
They were washed
championship in
up.
91.
He beat a washed up Magic Johnson and James
Man,
Worthy.
ain't no washed up Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson had to retire because he had HIV. Stop capping, bro. You just making up
that
shit.
don't mean he wasn't washed.
He wasn't washed.
He was what, man?
He's just making up shit. What's wrong with you?
All right, he didn't beat a prime Magic Johnson. He didn't beat a prime Larry Bird.
Magic Johnson was like 31 at that
He
time.
waited till the greats of his
31,
generation got old. He didn't win till the greats of his generation got old. He couldn't beat the Pistons.
The Pistons wasn't old.
LeBron was in the
Y'all
NBA
be
Finals
capping.
in his 3rd year, and he played the Spurs with
what
3
about
Hall
when
of
LeBron
Famers.
beat the Celtics? What about when LeBron beat the Celtics in
LeBron
2012?
was
They
in the
wasn't old?
championship in his 3rd year, and
The Celtics
arguably
wasn't
a
old in
harder
2012
era of
when LeBron beat them?
basketball.
The Celtics wasn't old in 2012 when LeBron beat them? Oh, okay. Okay, you quiet now. The Celtics wasn't old in 2012 when LeBron beat them? Okay. Cause he didn't beat them when they were younger, as you claim. He didn't beat them when they were younger. They got older, and that's when he beat them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No. Oh, okay. Okay, then. Long as you
Same thing with the
long as you
Pistons.
agree to it. No, the Pistons went no. The Pistons went no. Joe Dumars